Fantasy
Hello.
always new.
Welcome to the chat. We're calling this the chat. It's no longer the evil chat because there's no evil.
It's still
Well,
evil.
that's debatable. There might be a little bit of evil. Careful, y'all. We're going to copyright claim for that music you're playing.
Well, stop.
That's a good point.
Yes, we are here. We are live. We got
Occurred to me, I had the YouTube open, and when I went live, there was getting some feedback there. So.
We got Walt Frazier here on keys, playing music for us. And today we're talking about woof. Yeah.
Kids, what the hell's wrong with those kids today?
Orphan, First Kill, which is the prequel to the other Orphan, which was technically the third kill. Well, not even the third. Many, many kills if you include all the people and collateral damage in between.
But I have to say, I love this actress and everything she's in. Full stop. So.
Yes, Isabella.
Movie was, in my opinion.
I found.
What did you say?
She's great. I found, like, halfway through, I was watching. I was like, when they'd have like a little girl running away, playing her as a little girl, but like early on, I was watching in Estonia. I didn't pick it up so much, but like in the pictures when we're dealing with the family, they're a very tall family to begin with, but there were certain cuts that just felt awkward. But it worked for me up until. But I don't know. I love Julia Stiles. She's been great in so many things, but I don't know about her in this movie. It was a little transparent in this movie, a little too.
I didn't see the twist coming. Just so you guys know, if anyone does tune in, because we have one watcher, but I think it might be Walt.
Yeah.
We will spoil it for you.
Spoiling it.
We will.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, really. This is the cast. They all wore these platform shoes to make her look smaller.
That's funny.
Yeah. Instead of having a whole bunch of Apple boxes, it was like basically, yeah.
I think Jaden has the same boots.
Yeah, I think so too.
My nephew. Yeah.
So.
See, I had never seen this picture. I don't know where you got it from, but it's great.
I got it from Twitter. The cast posted it.
Oh, something. Really? That's awesome.
Oh wow! Yeah.
That's fun. And there was some interesting stuff going on. And the guy who plays the detective has done so many other sci-fi, X-Files, and other shows we watch. So, it's a great actor. But I enjoyed it. I felt like the second half of the movie got a little hokey. I don't know, the final death scene, the final scene. They retconned the original movie a little bit by saying that she is, in this movie, the people taking her away assume she is a daughter of the other two, of Julia Stiles and what's his name, right? And in the original movie, they say, I noticed this early on, when we watched it today again, that they say, oh, that family brought her over.
Yes.
Yes, they did tell him about the background. Yes, and Alan was the husband. Julia Stiles plays Trisha, and Rossif Sutherland, the other Sutherland son of Donald Sutherland, the half brother to Kiefer. That's Alan. He plays Julia Stiles' husband.
I thought that was Kiefer's son. That's his brother?
That's his half brother, yes.
Oh, okay. Because he's young.
Yes. Not that young. I mean, it's like 40s, probably. 30s, 40s.
Oh, you're talking about that's the father.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant the kid.
No, brother. Not Gunner. No.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So I noticed an inconsistency between this movie and the one that it bleeds into.
Yes.
Her name in this movie was Lena, but her name
Lena.
in the following movie was Nina.
Lena?
No, I think it's Lena in both. I think there's something in Estonia they were pronouncing it differently. Lena.
I think they pronounce it Lena. It's supposed to be pronounced Lena, but they might have pronounced it incorrectly because of Americans.
Yeah, it was more of a pronunciation.
Oh, okay. Okay,
yeah.
okay. So I was wrong there. All right.
Actually, I think that's a Russian name. I believe that's a Russian name.
At some point, when the guy calls from Estonia, said, that's Lena. Get out of the house.
And
whatever they pronounce it. But I think in Estonia they pronounce it the same way. And but in the original movie, they made it sound as if that Alan and Trisha adopted her, like saved her from Russia or brought her over. That's like they adopted her, not thinking it was their kid. That's the impression I got from the original movie, rewatching it.
Right. They didn't talk about.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. When Kate and John adopted her, they said, yeah, exactly what Justin said. They pulled her from Estonia. They didn't say anything about she had been missing for 4 years and she got reunited with her family.
Right.
They didn't talk about any of that. So that's, I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit of continuity issues there when they did the prequel.
I mean, you always take a chance with these kinds of things, but I really think that they did a good job with the casting and the scripting and just overall the storytelling.
I thought the new movie,
like I said, I'll watch anything with this actress in it. Hunger Games. You disagree with me?
Yes.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. I was trying to think what else she was in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's done a bunch of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I thought she was great. I really thought the second half of the movie, the script sucked ass. But I really did. I just thought once the twist was revealed, not to counterpoint, Jeff. I honestly, once the twist was revealed, like the son, the Gunter, like
Gunter.
You're
thinking Gunter.
Gabriel Williams from the Barnum and Bailey Williams Circus. No, I don't know. I just thought it was like bad TV movie horror at that point.
Well,
I like what was going on early on, but at some point it was just
the style was different. This was more slasher, campy slasher, as opposed to the original, which was more of this build up, this slow burn build up of what. There was a big mystery, and the big twist wasn't revealed till like almost near the end. And then everything goes to shit. But this, from the very beginning, she's just a psychopath murderer from the get-go. In the beginning, she seems slightly off.
Okay, guys, I was gonna try to wait till later to ask you this question, but I kind of can't wait because I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Does it seem like the only reason she was killing people was because she couldn't get a man to sleep with her?
There might have been part of the psychosis. There's a, you get to a point where you turn 15, 16, you still look 11. Maybe the people making fun of you in school, right? Is she born that way, or is she nature versus nurture? That would have been an interesting story to get into. They didn't really reveal it.
They didn't get into her backstory of what happened with this whole other family that she killed in Estonia, because that's whatever that happened. She killed a family in Estonia also and burned down their house because the same situation. The husband wasn't interested in her.
The husband wouldn't sleep with her. Yeah,
obviously because she's a child. Of course,
it's almost like a Black Widow in that sense.
Right, but she's not a child. She's grown up, but she has this condition, I can't pronounce it. HYPOPITUITARISM.
I'm not even gonna try.
It's a real thing. It's a real form of dwarfism. So, but she had been before. I'm guessing if she was 33 when she met the family of Kate and John, Vera Farmiga and Peter Sarsgaard, right? she's like 30, in her 30s by the time she probably killed this other family that got her admitted to the psychiatric facility in Estonia, right?
I think at some point they also hinted that she had been a con artist for a long time, right? A known con artist or something along those lines.
And to build on what you just said, Walt. And also to address one thing that I thought was weird, because oh, I froze?
Yeah, quickly. It was brief.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was weird that they said she suffers from a perpetual form of dwarfism and all that stuff, but they made it seem like she would never like go into puberty or something like that. But she's like taping down her chest,
right?
So her breasts are still there, and she still has, she's still matured in some way. She's just never growing on the outside.
Yes, because she was the gentleman at the psychiatric facility says to Kate on the phone she's been passing herself off as a child most of her life. And yeah, she used the binding tape, which is the same thing that most trans people use.
And so I don't this is the one thing I don't get. If you're killing people supposedly because the dads or whatever, or men in general, won't sleep with you because they think you're a kid, then how about taking the tape off and being like, I'm not really your kid?
Well, I think nobody's taking her seriously as an adult. She's a dwarf. She's not. Maybe she likes tall men. I don't know.
Something happened with her teeth because they're not good. At 30 years old, your teeth shouldn't look like that anyways. Like her teeth looked like they're falling out. Like, so maybe she had a meth issue because that's what they look like. They did not look good. So something was going on, or maybe she just didn't take care of them. I'm not sure. But at 33 years old, your teeth should not look like that.
Or if you're living on the streets in the
they need to give us more.
What's that?
Then we need a prequel.
I think that'd be a better story. Like, it was interesting. We wanted to see the story of her coming to America because we found out about that family. It retconned it a little bit, but I think what Justin's alluding to would be an interesting story. The why,
yes.
The who, what made her who she is.
Yes.
It's like this movie did not make her who she was. She was already that person. And
right.
She was a psychopathic killer, psychotic. And she's a manipulator. She's a con artist. She's, there's a lot of
right.
She's neurotic.
There was a question after the first when we finished the prequel that was, well, what made her this way?
Right.
Was it her condition, her disability, the dwarfism?
Yeah.
Or was she just a murderous psychopath who just happens to be a dwarf? Because that could happen. It could happen.
Also obviously learned how to be like a concert pianist at some point.
Yes.
At some point she had something of a normal childhood or something. She probably came from royalty or something where she was given that kind of training on piano.
Yes.
Right.
They didn't explain that at all. Mm-hmm. And what's interesting is
they never explained that.
No. And when she was playing the piano, they really made a point in the prequel to show her little tiny hands. I was thinking there is no way she could play like that with her hands that small. I remember saying, no, you don't have the span to reach that. What she was doing. I was like, that's impossible. But yeah, I think that set me off a little bit with you were saying what problems, milquetoasty problems you have. I saw that and I was like, oh, come on. She can't play that with her hands were so small. Maybe if they hadn't made a point to show the tiny hands, but they really made a point to show how tiny her hands were. Like Mark Rubio. And Mark Rubio hands.
I was thinking about
dark Donald Trump hands.
The tiny hand from
Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, that.
Oh God, I hate that Lawrence Welk bit.
Oh, oh God, I forgot about that.
I hate that.
But
I hate that sketch.
But when I bring up the fact that I think that that her murderous streak started because men won't sleep with her, people tell me that that's sexist. But if that's what the movie is telling us, then what other choice do we have than to come to that conclusion?
Yeah, I don't think it's just that. I think there's, men won't sleep with her, but there's also the ridicule from the other kids. I'm thinking like, she attacks that little girl who's what, 7, 8 years old at the most in the second movie, in the original movie rather. And I'm thinking like she's 30 something, but I bet you there was a girl like that at some point that made fun of her back in high school. Like it's a triggering moment. Yeah, I think she's got a lifetime of ridicule, and it sounds like there's a time when she's on the street, it's survival thing. Yeah. So at some point you revert to like an animalistic thing, and some of the murders are more sadistic, revengeful, but I think some of them are also out of survival. Killing the cop was survival mode in the new movie.
Oh, the original, like I said, it was building up to something. We didn't see her take out the nun character right away.
Yeah.
We saw little things. They had to drop little things, and it just her activities that showed how bad she was got worse and worse. And then when obviously when she took out the nun with and had Max, the younger girl, her accomplice, it was like, oh, she's full-blown murderer. And yeah, I don't know I think she just, if someone's mean to her, she's going to kill them. That's just what it is. She doesn't like them.
Also, go ahead, Justin.
I mean, if that were the case, I would be a psychopathic murderer
exactly.
time ago. So you can't just murder. Yeah, you can't just murder people who are mean to you, because I'd have a hell of a body count.
I've had debates with people. I've had many debates with people where there are a lot of people out there that are, nature versus nurture. They're turned into monsters because of the way people have treated them. And a lot of people are treated poorly and don't get that way. But there are a lot of people that have, learning disabilities or other things that don't turn out that way, but they're depressed, they're miserable, they're treated like crap, right? And but the person that is a little unstable takes it to that next level. But a lot of the discourse in this country is even a lot of the people that are flocking to the other guy. I won't get too political right now, but I've talked about it in those terms. The people that flock into certain people's arms, it's because they've been treated like crap by certain people. You know what I mean? People in the sticks have been treated like a certain way from people in the cities in the past. So they're going to the people that are claiming to have the answers. They're angry because they've been mistreated and considered dumb because they're from a certain town or a certain county, not from the big city or whatnot, whatever, right? And then some of those people are driven to violence. Some of those people are, that whole, it's nature versus nurture. Not everybody, I think it may or may not be something you're born with. At some point, there might be a switch that flips to the point where you say, screw it, survival of the fittest. You know what I mean? I don't know if the movie that came out this week is good enough to psychoanalyze this in this depth, but
something I noticed was it parts of it reminded me, because there weren't a lot of jump scares in the new one, in First Kill, but the first movie had that 30-minute build up, right?
Yeah.
And at least 30 minutes of just jump scares that weren't that scary. Like you'd get this suspenseful feeling, and it would just be kids running by, or like it'd be really quiet, and then all of a sudden the husband would just like appear behind the mirror and get, oh, you scared me. So we had all that. And then there were some unnecessary jump scares throughout the first movie, the original. That didn't really happen I didn't notice it.
Well,
as the slasher flick.
As Larice,
second movie.
As Larice tells me often, I am biased against men. She loves to tell me that often. I hated the husband in the first movie, and I hated the husband in this movie because he to a certain point they gotta open their eyes, because like the smelling of his hand, that's not normal. Like, you don't smell your family members' hands, and you know.
No, it's
ignore
flags.
These cues.
I was just
ignorance.
Up until all right. Well, let's get into the plot,
on him.
And we'll talk about the twist. Up until the twist that happened in
warned.
Yes, you guys, the big twist in First Kill. Up until that point, I had kind of predicted everything. I was a little bit there. I had to suspend my disbelief that they would think when she came and they were reunited with their daughter. It was they kind of sent us off a different path. They didn't tell us what was going to happen until we saw what happened, till she killed the detective. But everything up until that point, I had kind of predicted. But I also was suspending the disbelief because, hey, man, you're going to say that your daughter is returned for 4 years. You're not going to know this wasn't your daughter. That doesn't make any sense. It's been 4 years, but where did she get the accent from? They talked about that. They said she has an accent now. That's a little bit of a stretch. And then, obviously, the son and mom are like, they knew the truth all along. But I was thinking to myself,
oh yeah, and I didn't see that coming.
I did not see that coming. So I was thinking the whole time, and I knew she was going to kill the woman that came to the rehab, not the mental health facility in Estonia. As soon as she came in and was in her car, she was going to get a hitchhike, ride, like get in the car with her, somehow find her way to America. And it was kind of difficult when she got there and she started getting reunited with her old family, that they just accepted this was their daughter, because that's not her. You had to have known. How did the dad not know?
Horse shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The dad was that dumb, he didn't know. And then when she I knew she was going to kill the detective. I was like, oh no, she's going to go kill the detective. Especially when he left the knife out. I said, oh boy, that's the murder weapon. Don't leave that there. And of course, in the middle of her having this brawl with
Stop predicting it, Larice.
No, I didn't predict the mom, Trisha, showing up and shooting the detective. When that happened,
I thought she was going to pick up the gun, not the mom.
Wait,
I said, "Oh shit!"
Wait a second. Wait, guys. So, the mom, the bitch mom, I'm gonna call it that, called the death of the daughter Esther, the real one, as a accident because of a sibling rivalry or whatever.
No.
But then the brother later in the bathroom with Lena, or whatever her name is,
Lena.
He said, "I'll kill you like I killed Esther." So it doesn't seem like it was an accident. It seemed like he deliberately killed her.
Yeah, he killed his sister. They're all murderers because the mom killed the detective.
Why?
Lena's been killing everyone in her path to get where she is.
Wait, who did that kill?
Except for the dad.
Okay.
So I know you hate the dad, but he was the only one that isn't a murderer. Justin. He was the only one that isn't a murderer. He's dumb, but the mom and the brother are murderers. And so then there's this whole new dynamic because she shows up and she shoots the detective. And she's like, I know who you are. You're not my kid. My son killed her. We kept her. Well, oh. That was great. That was probably the best part of the movie. But honestly, the rest of it was kind of like milquetoasty for me.
It played out horribly. But even like the edits, like when she falls, and I will say there was a moment where he throws when the brother throws her down the steps.
Yes,
and
the mom.
The mom said something about like he was playing too roughly. I wonder, and because it would have been 5 years earlier, he really would have been 12, 13 at the time, right? When she would have been 4, 5, 6, when Esther was killed. But playing rough with his little sister to the point where she died. It could have been accidental, but because he was still kind of psychopathic himself. But
well, yeah, and Julia Stiles' character tells Gunnar, the son, go take care of her, and then she kills him, and then she's all upset. My son. I'm like, why did you send your son to kill someone is a pretty seasoned killer?
And I saw the crossbow coming a mile away.
I was like, he's toast, because he's such a bad guy. He was such a stereotype, especially when he said that line, Justin, when he said, just like I did with my sister. I was like, oh, she's gonna kill him. He's a bad guy.
Hey, so. Is the stream unstable for you guys?
I don't think
it can be a little choppy.
I feel like you might be on a delay. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
I might have froze.
Uh-oh. Justin, all we can see is your head. Okay, there we go.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
It was in and out there.
Oh, you're frozen again.
Okay, so all right, so I'm here?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. But you can still hear me.
Yeah, it's a little bit delayed.
Yeah.
You can still hear me?
Yeah, but it's a little bit delayed.
What the hell, man? Oh my God. And you guys are delayed for me. What the hell?
Oh, really?
Damn you, StreamYard.
That's weird. Okay. Yeah, you guys are delayed.
What? Frozen.
Let me see if I
can improve things on my end really quick.
In the meantime, I did like the first movie had much more of a build-up.
Oh, yeah.
And I like that build-up. That's one thing. And it was like from the beginning of the second movie, it was like kill, kill, kill. Like I said, it was more slasher. Or I'll talk while you're fixing that. And also, maybe because she is actually a kid at the time, Lena, aka Esther, seems a little bit more innocent in the beginning. Less calculating. But then later on, she just becomes more and more unraveled, and she's revealed to be the crazy person she is. I think the best part is when she takes her teeth out.
Yeah.
It's really great. And then they made her look really old at that point. They made her look much, much older. Her face.
Right.
Well, I don't understand why she took her teeth out when she was on the roof in the new movie. She was like, after he dropped.
My favorite part was when, at the end, when the dad squeezed the teeth from her mouth.
Yes.
I loved it. He was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I'm like, "Yes." Yeah, and she was like, "I love you. I love you." And you could see her fucked up fucking teeth. And I'm just
I love you. I love you.
I do have to say, in the original movie, when the girl, what's her name? Isabella, right? Is that the actress's name? Isabella Furman. She's only 11.
Furman, yes.
She's 11-year-old playing a 33-year-old who's pretending to be 9. So she looks like a 9-year-old for most of it. At the end of the movie, she looks like the actress is playing her, the way she's moving, the way the facial, the makeup, the hair change. Yeah. Like she looks 30, like she looks older. Like it's crazy.
They did really good.
Pull that off. I kept thinking maybe there was a novel or another actress in those close-ups when they finally revealed her to be older. But it's just
there was 2 other actors on scene for this movie,
Well,
but
this
for the first
girls, right?
Yeah, but for the first movie, she was actually 10, so there was no need to have any other children on set.
Right.
Yeah, no, he's talking about after she took her teeth out and and revealed herself to be older.
Yeah.
Her face, the makeup, and everything. They made her look like she was 30. Not even 30. She looked older than that, like 40.
Right.
It was crazy. And she was just very believable in the first one as a grown adult, especially the way she talked. It was the lines and everything else. It was pretty.
And impressive. I gotta say, I'm a sap for these kinds of like situations. Like, I believe in helping people who are helpless or people that need adoption. Adopt them. Bring them into your home. I'm in full support of that. So I would probably fall for her little scam here. Yeah. So,
well, even with the first family, like in the new movie, because the mom is selling it. I think that's why the dad buys into it. You know what I mean? I don't know if the dad would have bought it if the mom didn't sell it so wholeheartedly, right? Mom goes over and gets her, brings her back. And by that point, she's like, oh, this is definitely our daughter. She's saying, this is definitely my daughter, to the point where the father never second guesses it. So I think that's one of the reasons why he buys it. But there's, from the get-go, there's obviously something up with the son, right? There's from the brother. Like it's the problem with this movie, I think it's too transparent. I didn't see the exact twist coming, but it's like there's a twist, or it shows you something, and it's like, oh, that's clearly going to lead to A, B, C, D. You know what I mean? There's some interesting twists, but it's not a wonderful build of suspension. You kind of see it coming. Like anything that's really like could have been good suspense or thriller you saw coming. It was just a slasher film at that point. And I would have loved to know about motivations and stuff. I think because the first movie, Vera Farmiga's character had so much going on there, right? And then it was a little cliche at times, right? There was an affair at some point. The husband had an affair at some point 10 years ago. But her drinking may have led to the unborn daughter's death, definitely led to the one daughter's deafness.
No, she was drinking more heavily. She was a drinker.
Yeah.
But she drank more heavily after the miscarriage.
Right.
But she did cause her daughter's deafness, though.
But yeah, like there's so many layers to that.
Something happened in the pond.
Yeah, so many flaws in that character that she's fighting, right? So that this 30-something-year-old posing as a 9-year-old is just icing on the cake. Like that family's got so much. Like you could take Esther out of that family and do a really good family drama just with that family, right? That's why that movie I think is such a better movie. There's, this movie I thought it was too. Oh. I thought I heard whispers. I realized I think that's coming from Justin, but I want to hear voices.
Yeah, I've got people in my other room, so
it sounds like there's a ghost in here.
There might be.
There might be. It's a little creepy down here.
I sent George down to the basement a little while ago. He should be there with you right now.
Hello, it's George.
There's George.
Just don't send the mosquito. We're good with that.
I want the boop. I want the boob.
You want the boop?
Yeah. Boop. But have you seen Sandman yet, Justin?
I have not. Is it good?
It's interesting. That's another. There's so much going on. She-Hulk just came out. I'm in love with She-Hulk. I love it. You not like it?
I haven't seen it yet. It's on my list to watch tonight.
No spoilers. And then
and we're not going to do that one because neither one of us have seen the comics. But
okay. Well, I haven't either.
But
do you have anything else to add about this one?
Well, I want to say that when she had sent the brother down to finish the job or whatever, which means honestly like kill her.
Yes.
And then she killed him, and then the mom came in and said, "What have you done?" I'm like, Really? You sent him down to kill her?
That's one of the milquetoast moments.
Yeah.
Because what did you expect? They're just so horrible.
Her to just lay down?
Awful. Like they're horrible people, except for the father. So it was very hard to like these characters at all. It was like, who's more horrible than the other one? It was like a contest.
Yeah. A question: did Julia Stiles, the mom, Trisha, know she was Lena? Did she know like the true who Esther really was?
No, she didn't know who she was. She just knew that she was an imposter,
right?
And wherever she was from, and
right,
they didn't reveal it to her.
They did not reveal it, no.
But still, like they just, she's just some kid we could take care of.
And I loved it though. I loved the movie in general because it was just, I love horror films, and so I love this actress in every horror film she's ever been in. And so when it said, they're gonna do an Orphan 2 or whatever, I was like, yes, and I was here for it. I didn't care what they did. I was gonna watch it.
Well, I do. She did tell her, actually. She told the Julia Stiles, Trisha, because after she shot the detective,
yes,
it just cut to them sitting here, and she told her the truth because she had the gun to her. She didn't have a choice, so she had to tell her. So she's sitting next to her with the gun, and Julia Stiles like, okay, so you're 33 years old. You escaped from here, and like she basically got all that information out of her. She told her everything,
which I think was really fucking dumb.
And she said, "Well, she was holding a gun. She was holding a gun. She had to tell her the truth." So she's like, "Let's form an alliance. Let's help each other." But then it turned out she wasn't helping her. She was really mean to her. I think if she had helped her, they could have worked something out. But she had her eyes on the husband, and that wasn't going to work. So
no. I mean, like, why? Okay, so she goes from Russia to America. She has a chance to totally rebuild her life into something else. She has the ability. Yeah, she's a dwarf, but it's clear that she's not really a child in the exterior because she's, got to tape down things and all this stuff. So she could have rebuilt her life as another person and actually, had a sidestepping the psychopath element, could have had some kind of like stable life.
Yeah, she could have just gone and lived as an adult with the dwarfism instead of going to be in a family. But I guess she feels like that's part of her shtick. That's like her con.
I mean, but she could, if she started her own life, she could start a family of her own, though. I mean, that seems to be what she really wants.
No, she doesn't want a family of her own. She wants a family that's already there that she can go and take over.
Mm-hmm.
See, she can't do that.
Well, she doesn't live on it. She doesn't have any money. She doesn't have any resources. So it's the best way to kind of play dumb. You show up at a new town, and you're like, I'm just some kid that's been lost. It's like, I think if she can pull it off, you know what I mean? But I think, she's one of those, if she didn't have the psychotic string, she could probably pull it off for a couple years. You know what I mean? 9 years old, once you get to 10, 11, you're as a girl, right? You're going to have that growth spurt at some point, and then you're going to have to leave. But you can probably pull it off for like a year or two.
Okay. Let's face it. Eventually, if she hits enough families, she'll find a creepy husband that's interested. Unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. Like basically, be pissed when he finds out she's actually 30 because he's actually a pedophile.
Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to say that word.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Peter Philly, Walt. Peter Philly. Okay.
Sorry.
I really didn't even want to bring it up. That's why I just said creep.
Okay.
I was afraid he was just going to go off, and of course he did.
Yeah. Or she could become a nun.
You can't stop him.
You can't
stop him. I wasn't trying to be controversial. I'm just like...
No, you're not supposed to say the word on YouTube and automatically gets our videos buried.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Which I think is really stupid, though. I mean, you should be able to these trolls on YouTube like Ben Shapiro. He gets to say whatever he wants, and he doesn't get buried.
He's famous and has an established channel.
He uses the word pedophilia all the time.
I know, but he's also famous.
But still, that shouldn't matter, though.
He can say whatever he wants.
He probably is one.
Just assuming.
Whoa! There's serious implications there. Let's not go around and get sued.
Good point.
Please, we're gonna scratch what we said before because that's not right. If you don't have evidence about that, you should not.
Ben Shapiro is a pipsqueak. He's not gonna go sue a small channel like that. Like, if he's not gonna get any money out of something, he's not gonna go after you.
There's an ethical issue too. I think you should not accuse someone unless you have solid evidence of that.
No, definitely not.
So be careful. Be careful, because it discredits actual people that are. Let's get off this topic. Get off this topic. Go back. My point was she eventually could find someone that was a creep that might actually be okay with that. Little Woody Allen type. Anyways. Seriously. I mean, adopted daughter.
I actually thought that the before the big twist, I thought that the brother was going to like grope her or something.
All right, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about SA. I didn't say it like Walt did. I didn't say the word. All right. Okay. So you thought the brother was a creep. He just is a psychopathic murderer.
Yeah, but the reason why I thought that she was killed is because I thought she was killed in the middle of a sus. That was what I suspected, and I was wrong, thank goodness, because that would have been a horrible thing.
Yeah. Cool. Well, my favorite line of the original, "I'm not your effing mommy."
Oh, and then she kicks her in the face. Oh, yes, I love that. Yes.
Yeah, I think I like Julia Stiles, but anything that she touches, Vera Farmiga is kind of gold. It's really hard to miss anything. It's really hard to miss.
And she's super sexy, so it's
She definitely on this one.
I agree with you, but she's just an amazing personality in any character, an amazing actress, and really makes characters likable and shows, as Walt said, there are levels to the character that she showed.
Yeah.
And
in this case, they wrote it into her too, but she really manifests it. The layers are there. She plays great, and it's believable. I felt, she's definitely a better actress than Julia Stiles. Like Julia Stiles, I think even when she revealed the twist, was so one-dimensional.
Right.
I just protect it. Like it's all, I don't know. They
didn't give her that much either.
Yeah.
You have to understand the good hair.
Mother better and
right. And good horror, like anything else, is about the characters. You absolutely have to flesh out these characters. When you have one-dimensional characters in horror, it becomes very hokey, and it becomes very silly horror. It becomes campy horror. It becomes, we're gonna laugh at this horror, and there were moments like that.
Yeah, I wish this one let us. I almost feel like this one should have gotten more campy, because I think, it tried to take itself too seriously, but didn't have a good enough script to do so, kind of a thing. But there are great elements. The first half of the movie was very interesting. Like her work is amazing. Again, Isabel's work is amazing in this movie.
Yes, all the actors, they're good.
Yeah,
and I really appreciated in the first movie how they used a actual deaf child for the daughter.
Yeah, and she was cute as a button, right? Great.
Yeah, and she
really cared about her. She was a great little actress. I don't know how old she was at the time, but she was phenomenal.
And she's still working right now. I don't know how old she is, but she's still working at this point.
I didn't realize she was actually deaf.
I love that unraveling too. That's just brilliant. With the eye makeup, so awesome.
Because I think that in these days, it's really not a good look for movie companies and other corporations who want to start streaming services like Apple TV Plus and Hulu and others to script a show with disabled characters and then put atypical people in the roles.
Right? Yes.
Like it's not a good look, and it makes me mad. It makes me mad too, because it really sucks all of the gravity of what these people suffer through every day.
Yeah.
Right.
And Apple TV Plus recently had a movie win an Oscar. Coda. Have you seen Coda?
No. Oh. We did. What did we watch? That? Yeah, we watched that.
Oh my God, that's so good. About the deaf fisherman.
Oh no, maybe we didn't. No, we didn't watch it.
Okay, well you got to watch it because it's just phenomenal. They use a lot of sound language in that movie, and it's the way they go about translating it to the audience is brilliant, and they really hit the ball out of the park with it, and no wonder it won an Oscar.
Oh, Marley Matlin's in there, yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't watched it, but we'll have to check it out. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's on Apple TV.
Apple TV Plus, yes.
Yeah, I will say, talking about other projects this morning. I don't know if you're into the Star Wars stuff, Justin, but I woke up this morning ready to watch Andor because it's August 21st. And I was like, I misread it. It starts September 21st. So I was looking at Disney Plus. Where is it? And I had it's September 21st.
Oh.
I was like, oh. I thought it was weird starting on a Sunday. They usually start on a Wednesday or Friday. She-Hulk started on Thursday, but they're breaking the rules. But yeah,
I do love Star Wars. Not as much as I love Star Trek, but I do love them both. I'm trying to get into. It's on my list. I want to get into the Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
Okay.
Okay, good. It's so really good. All right.
It's classic Star Wars. It's just I'm trying to think what movie I was watching recently, right? It wasn't one of those, but it was of the genre. And I think I'm at a point where I just prefer watching Thor. I've gotten to the point where I just prefer the TV shows, I think, because they can get into the characters. Although Thor was pretty good. Taika Waititi is, he's a freakishly funny guy, and unnaturally so. And he really,
oh my God,
you know what I mean? Like he's just in the best possible way a total freak. You know what I mean? He's great. I love him. And his movies, his writing, his acting, yada yada yada. He's just on another plane. But just the rhythm of it, I think I prefer the TV shows now. There's more to it when they're done the right way.
I did not expect you to say that.
Yeah, I think I prefer. Miss Marvel was so good. I loved Hawkeye. I loved all these different shows. I miss the Netflix shows, the Daredevil shows. They're bringing them back in She-Hulk at some point, apparently. But I love those so much that it's something about like when they're TV on a TV budget and they're not perfect. Like some of the Marvel movies, like some of the early Marvel movies that were they were good, but like Iron Man 2, right? The first Thor, it's good, but
Thor Ragnarok, terrible, absolutely.
Oh no, Ragnarok was the good one. Dark World was the bad one. You know, like Ragnarok? Yeah, Ragnarok was fun.
Ragnarok was dumb as hell.
It was silly, but it was fun. That's Taika. That's Taika.
Just let me go. Let's go on because the whole Marvel thing I'm so done with. I'm like kind of especially Thor. Other than Hulk, I like Hulk, and Hulk won't get his own movie. So
there's no Hulk movie coming. They say
there is.
Now
you said like 95 years old by the time it comes. Like what the heck's going on?
He's in She-Hulk a lot.
He's in
Mark. What's his face?
Ruffalo?
Yes, thank you. I'm just brain farting. He's in She-Hulk a lot, and the two of them
Okay.
together. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll watch She-Hulk just because of that, because I'm excited about that.
You like Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah, I love his Hulk. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I love
he's
everything he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I showed the trailer to my parents for that show, and they said it looked stupid. I was like, "Well, I'm gonna watch
She-Hulk."
Yes,
And it's a sitcom. It's a funny show. There's some really cute,
it's a
funny
sitcom?
stuff. But it's very smart.
I'm just gonna say I have not been impressed with the Disney Plus stuff. So
Really,
you have to keep an open eye, Larisse. Come on.
It's just got a stink all over it. It's got the Disney stink all over it,
I love it. I love it.
They've got some stuff for adults.
I know, but they all are, except for the last Star Wars.
I get up every morning at 6 a.m. like a 5-year-old on Christmas to watch those new shows on Wednesday, Friday, Thursday coming out.
You know, Walt, I'm with you, man. I'm with you because I'm like watching more Disney Plus lately, and I'm like, where have I been? What's been going on? Because all these shows.
Man. You know what? I would give them a B. I wouldn't give them an A, but they're a consistent B. You know what I mean? They're consistent.
Except for WandaVision, which was good, but also
WandaVision was on another
plane. Very slow at times.
WandaVision's on another plane. It's in its own world. Hawkeye was exciting. That's more traditional. And the Falcon Winter Soldier was pretty nonstop action.
That one also caught up some very slow moments that kind of went.
There's story. Like they can actually write. It's like
they've given them filler. And then even Loki got a little slow at times.
Oh my God, the writing and acting, those two, they did like a 20-minute scene, and oh my God, it was brilliant. Acting.
I lost interest in Loki. I didn't make it to the end.
What? Why not?
Because it got slow.
Oh,
didn't hold my attention. Come on, man.
Characters.
Well, let's talk about what's going on. Let's talk about this is huge. This is huge. What's going on with Paramount? So they've dropped all the CW shows, like pretty much all of them.
Yes. I didn't believe it at first until the CEO, Bob Iger of Paramount, announced that they will be selling the network after canceling every single show and selling the rights to the shows. They will be selling off the bare bones of the network or sending it to the graveyard forever.
What about like the DC shows, like the Superman and stuff?
I don't know what's gonna.
Supergirl.
I don't know what's gonna happen to that. But they're so pissed that the network is not bringing in profit that they're just ready to kill it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, your show.
Because they've canceled
Superman.
Well,
they canceled. Let's see. The Charmed reboot, which was their biggest show, their biggest new show, which obviously, honestly was garbage. It really was.
Which one?
The new Charmed show. The reboot.
That was terrible. That was we're on the same page there.
Worse than the original?
Yeah.
I loved the original. Oh my God.
you and Walt like that hokey show.
It was fun.
Silly.
I have it on DVD.
Oh gosh. Right next to your box set of One Tree Hill. What the hell?
No,
I never watched the One Tree Hill with the One Tree on the Hill. I never watched that.
So I realized with their superhero stuff, it started off. It usually had a strong start, and then it would fizzle like after 2 or 3 seasons. And the big thing that I really liked Arrow, but then they replaced a whole bunch of cast members by bringing this new crew in. It was a few years ago. And Arrow had this whole new crew of people around him, and they were all younger. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't stand them. They were all young, boring characters that I said, I can't with these people. They've they've just thrown all these new people upon us that are part of Arrow's crew, and I can't deal with these people. So I stopped watching Arrow, and then The Flash felt like it was just going in circles. So I said, it was just dumb. There was like always a new villain every season, and it would always be the same thing. So after a while, I got tired of Flash. But In the Dark is fantastic, and it's airing its final season now, but it's not on Netflix yet. So I don't know if we can watch that or not, Walt, but I'm ready to start watching that because I didn't know it was airing the final season. But I'm so glad we got to the final season before they pulled it.
Which one is that?
In the Dark. That's the only good show on there, in my opinion.
Oh, they got one more season?
They're airing the current season now.
Oh, cool.
So, but it's not on Netflix, and I don't know if it's going to Netflix.
You can still watch it. The CW app still exists for right now, so you can watch it right now.
Then we gotta watch it because that show is just, I love it. It's so good. It's like a lighter version of Ozark, Breaking Bad type thing.
What I think led to the network's downfall, Walter, I don't know if you'll agree with me on this, is that there was a feud between the original actresses that played the Charm sisters and the newer actors and actresses that played the Charm sisters.
Oh my God. Why does that not surprise me?
That can't explain bad writing and acting and directing.
Yes, it is, because was like Shannon Doherty involved? Because she was always causing drama.
Well, she
wasn't involved. But what happened was the newer Charmed people were attacking the older Charmed, the original people. They were like, "Oh, we're better than you," yada yada yada. We'll never have you on the pilot
and all that. I was excited.
Oh my God! What is this fucking middle school? Sorry,
the show was never a great show, but it was entertaining, right?
No,
I watched the first episode, the pilot of the new version, and it just sucked ass. It was worse than the last season of the last. The last
I can't believe it got worse than the original.
It got weird, right? They brought in some different actresses. It got weird the last season of Charmed, and I didn't see all the last.
The last season?
Of the last season of the original Charmed got weird. They brought in some. I missed a couple episodes. All of a sudden, it's like there's a whole other cast. Who are these people? In the last season, it was a completely different cast. And
I love the whole thing, but it's at a certain point. I said that they should have ended it at the 7th season because they tied it up. They tied it up wonderfully.
Yeah, I used to love Rose McGowan, but she was a big part of the Me Too movement, right? She had issues with a lot of people, sexually assaulted, yada yada yada. She was a lot.
Come on, SA or
Remake. SA. So, but Me Too, Rose McGowan was part.
We have no viewers right now because
that's not why.
We have no viewers because YouTube keeps saying these things. You're talking about topics that YouTube does not want us to talk about. Okay. Get off of that topic.
All right.
And if you're going to talk about it, certain words you can't use, or else we end up with 0 viewers. YouTube does not promote it.
Okay.
Like we had one, they're gone now.
I'll just go.
Okay, so they were all like, we're better than you, our show's better, we're younger than you, we're prettier than you, yada yada yada. You can't do this job anymore. And I'm just like, why are you attacking the women that came before you? Like that's the dumbest thing that I've ever seen in my life. And they were like, well, maybe we'll have you on our show at some point. And Holly Marie Combs was like, yeah, we don't want to be on your stupid fucking show.
Oh. I don't know if that had anything to do with the network, but I know they had all these shows filming up in Vancouver. So that's going to be a big be a dent in their economy because.
Well, they have a new Gotham show coming out on CW, Gotham Knights.
Not anymore.
Batman's dead. No, these are the new shows coming out. They canceled all these other shows. This is one of the new shows. They canceled all these other shows, and Misha Collins is going to be playing Harvey Dent.
Okay. I would get into that because I did like Gotham, but is it going to be dark like Gotham? Is it going to be stupid?
I don't know. Misha Collins. That's what's his name. That's
If they're selling the network, why would they be ordering new shows?
Well, no, I don't know if they're selling the network. Like this other company's already kind of bought out 70% share or something. Or is about to. Nexstar.
So the other company's producing these shows, I guess.
Well, they're talking about bringing it out.
What about Walker Texas Ranger?
There's that's coming back. There's another Walker. There's a Winchester's, a prequel that's narrated by Jared Padalecki.
Okay, I'd watch that.
Sorry, Jensen Ackles. It's about their parents met. Like so, it's in the 70s. It's a prequel.
Okay, I'd watch that. I stopped watching
interesting.
Supernatural after about 5 seasons. I think I watched after that.
Well, I won't watch anything on the CW network.
I need to know about Superman and Lois because that's the only good show I've watched on that network in 2 years.
Well, I'm really looking forward to Star Trek Day on September 8th because that's when they announce all the new Star Trek stuff.
Yeah.
And that's when they give the dates for the premieres of the new seasons. So, Larice, you know that I'm there for that.
All right.
So
that'll be on Paramount.
I'm gonna be freaking out with Anna about that. Yeah. And so I'm really excited for that. And but what I don't, they've always said that they don't want too much Star Trek airing at one time because it can confuse people. But now they're saying that they want year-round Star Trek, like 365 days of Star Trek.
Well, they have 3 major series. Like, they don't need to overlap them. There are a couple weeks where we had two series at a time, not even counting the animated stuff. But we had Picard and Strange New Worlds overlapping. Picard and Discovery overlapped.
Well, Picard is essentially done now. Other than season 3 hasn't aired yet, but it's done filming. They're done with it.
Yeah. I think it release at any time. I mean, I think it release it. I would love them to spread it out more because I feel like we've had about 5 or 6 weeks without anything new. And everything's gonna hit. I'm not gonna have time to watch everything. It's all coming out at the same time. House of Dragons comes out tonight, right?
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, Game of Thrones comes out tonight. I think I have to wait another couple.
I got a little too excited. Sorry, y'all.
You're like your screen started shaking.
I know, because my monitor went all weird on me.
You like the bleach blonde royal family.
I can't deal with these beheadings and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to watch this stuff.
And I really miss Game of Thrones, and I'm in a group on Facebook that's just full of horrible people, and they're like, oh well, she deserved, they deserved to die at the end on season 8, and she was right to burn them all alive. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Wait, so we were going to talk about the toxic fandom. You're saying that there were a lot of people in the Star Trek fandom that were horrible.
Yes, in the Star Trek fandom, there were people. Well, I'm not saying that they were fans of Star Trek because I don't know, because nobody that I know would use rhetoric like they did, because they were in the ones before Anna and I developed the group. There were people wishing for Sonequa Martin Green's death.
Right.
And a true Star Trek fan would not do that. We want that reality.
Death. Yeah.
No, you don't. And they were just so mad because she's black, and they were mad, and she was the first black female lead of a Star Trek show, and they were just so bent out of shape about that, and and they spit at her for it, and I'm like,
they did.
Yeah, and they still do, and they go to these Comic-Cons and these other cons, and they heckle her because she is who she is. Yeah. But you know what? I tell her, keep fighting, keep pushing back. Don't let the trolls get you. Because I love her. You know how much I love Sonequa.
She's amazing.
She is.
Yeah. And the last season, oh my God, man, they wrote her brilliantly this last season.
Yes.
They gave her such a great arc. I think it might have been one of the best captain arcs they've ever written on Star Trek. Not putting any captain against each other. I thought what they wrote for her was so good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It was such a good, I love that. It was some of the best Star Trek in a long time, at least, if not ever. Just so well written and executed. Movie quality stuff on TV. because they're doing what the Star Wars people are doing. The technology they're using to produce is able to produce that level of special effects on a TV budget. Still a very high TV budget, obviously, but
it's
amazing.
It's like $10.5 million per episode.
Wow. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you think about it, they're spending $200 million on a movie now of that kind of caliber. So they're getting 15 hours. Right? I think they did 15 episodes, right? Discovery.
Of Discovery, they did. Hold on, let me actually. I have my phone. I have my phone right here. I could tell you. I have the app open. Right here.
I thought they were longer as streaming series goes. They have longer seasons.
No, they actually have shorter seasons now. Well, they will have a shorter season next this 5th season because they're trying to line it up with the other Star Trek series that only have 10 episodes.
Yeah, and 10 makes sense because then there's less filler needed.
Okay, so this current season has 13.
Okay. Oh, that's typical.
And
Sorry.
Was that you?
That was my sound effect. Yeah.
I didn't do anything over here. Okay.
Oh.
Because how many did it have? It had 13 episodes, or only 13, right?
Only 13.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And what did you think of the 10C, the design of the 10C, and how they did that?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was so Star Trek. You know what I mean? It was so. It was almost like the original Star Trek movie. You know, it's not what you think it is. It's not this war, like it's not this aggressive thing. It's this misunderstanding. It's the technology. You're squeezing out a
Louise, control yourself.
Sorry.
Control yourself.
The tight balloon fart.
Chipotle.
Yeah, Chipotle. I loved it. I love Strange New Worlds, the episodic quality of it, because I usually don't like episodic qualities this time, but I was jealous as an actor. You know, they did the one where they're doing the fairy tales. Like I felt like as Anson Mount, what's interesting about that series between doing the time travel stuff, doing the alternate kind of reality kind of stuff they did at times, like there were 3 or 4 versions of Pike. Or not even just Pike, but like it was like more like an ensemble repertory theater company where you're doing a different play every week. It wasn't completely different, but one week's a little more serious. The Spock Amok episode, hilarious, brilliant. The Anson Mount has a couple lines in there, and I'm just like, how did he say that with a straight face? That was hilarious. You know, the something where where they're they basically have a Freaky Friday episode, right? And it's just funny. And then the next week is dead ass scary serious, right? And then they have like the alien episode.
Louise, control yourself. Stop.
How do you say? Now we have a scary episode with the Gorns coming out of you, like
because you're stuck on Star Trek, and we're supposed to be talking about fandom and culture, and you're stuck about specific.
Well, here's the thing. And I'll back up with Justin.
Because I don't watch this, and I'm sitting here being useless.
So I'm just excited because I've had a chance to talk about this stuff. But tying it all back to fandom culture, it makes no sense for me, for any Star Wars or any true Star Trek fan, to be racist, sexist, yada yada yada. Because if you are, you don't get what the originals did. The '77 Star Wars movie, powerful female character, right? Very powerful. Still maybe more male characters, it's still the 70s, but Star Trek in the 60s, the amount of anti-racist storylines that they had, the famous black, white, black, half face, right? Gershom, right?
I love that episode.
I just keep, but it's like if you're a racist and you're a Star Trek fan, you are a walking hypocrisy.
I keep getting worked up because you keep saying such good things, and I keep getting worked up that I keep hitting my microphone.
I've been wanting to talk about this forever.
So I just want to say, be careful about certain words you're using.
Yeah.
Once again, because YouTube shuts you down if you talk too much about.
Stupid.
You can mention like maybe bigotry and brief, but don't keep repeating that word.
Yeah, it's funny. You can't talk about a subject and repudiate it. The algorithm doesn't know the difference, I guess. But
they can't tell the difference, especially for smaller channels.
Yeah,
we're not being promoted at all right now because I think they killed our stream.
Well, I'm gonna keep talking.
You can if you want, but I'm saying, these certain topics and words that you can say will trigger it to push it way down and get it buried.
Right. I'm gonna let you guys go. I have some things I gotta do anyway. But
okay. It's not my fault. I don't make the algorithm rules.
No, I know. I'm not mad. I don't want to mess up your all's stuff.
No, I mean you can talk. Just be mindful about certain words and how you. How much you want to touch on it?
Before I don't know if you're.
I'll get out of here.
I wanted to ask you something. If you watched Star Trek Lower Decks, the animated show, because I had
a hard time with Lower Decks. It was a little silly for me.
Okay. Did you watch Prodigy like we talked about?
I've only seen what I've talked about. I've seen it. I guess I've seen the first 2 episodes. Like the first part, 2-parter. I've only seen the first part.
All right. Well, here's your task for the next day off. Watch the whole thing. Like, do it because I want to talk to you about it.
You guys gotta have a separate podcast for that because this one was supposed to be about fandom culture and the Orphan movies, and now we're going in this very specific plot lines for Star Trek and things like that.
There's a reason why I don't like Comic-Cons.
I don't watch those.
Yeah. I have no desire to go to another Comic-Con ever in my life. I'm a geek for all this stuff, but there's just enough idiots that just ruin it for me. Abusive and sometimes
Gary Busey,
the thickness of the crowd. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just not comfortable.
And those are actual guests of honor. Oof.
Gary
Busey.
My
God. Fuck. Really?
What?
He was a guest of honor?
Well, he was one of he was there as a guest.
Oh my God. That makes me twitch. That activates my twitch. When you say stuff like that, that activates my twitch. I can't handle that.
He was there as a booked guest. Yes, these Comic-Cons, they book celebrities to come in and get photo ops and sign autographs and stuff. So that's what he was there for.
And I read this morning that he was grabbing people.
Great.
Yeah. So
don't do photo ops with creeps. Golly, don't. He better not work another Comic-Con ever again.
I've done it. There's a couple I'm glad we did. We had some fun group things.
Wait. You've done the Comic-Cons. You haven't grabbed it.
No. I haven't groped. Yeah, I did a couple Comic-Cons. I did a couple fun photos with certain fun celebrities that we're, friendly with. And
they grabbed you more like. I had the picture up here.
David pulled me in for a hug.
Wait, what?
David grabbed me.
Didn't grab him, but pulled him in.
I was dressed in a dress. In a spaghetti strap dress, and David just pulled me in and kind of like at the small of the back, and I made basically all the women in the world jealous by being, every woman in the world wants David to come and just grab them by the small of the back and pull them in.
That's not true. Not every woman wants that.
Not every, but there were millions of women that were very jealous of what I got to do. So, and I enjoyed it myself. I don't know if I go gating for David or not, but I think if I'm.
Oh my God! Stop!
So I'm taking it too far.
That sounds very tone deaf too.
At the same time, it's like there's just so many people that just ruin the fun for everybody else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know that's okay. I gotta go too. We're carrying on.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up because there's nothing going on here.
Nothing to see here.
Did we do a dud?
What?
I said, did we do a dud cast?
No, it's fine. We had a good conversation. I just think we kind of got into topics that were a little bit risque, a little too risque for YouTube, and YouTube kind of buried the stream after that. But we had people hopping in. I saw we did have a couple of viewers drop in to see what we were saying. Oh, cool. And then we got into these topics and certain words were used that we try to.
We got to save these conversations for PBS Kids. We can't do these on YouTube anymore.
What?
These conversations are too risque for YouTube. We got to save them for like PBS Kids.
That makes no sense. Why would you?
It's the hypocrisy of it all. I think we didn't do anything risque. We didn't talk about anything risque. We mentioned a couple words, but like
right. But you see, they bury videos that talk about essay.
Oh, I understand.
And they bury videos that talk about bigotry. And then they also bury videos when you mention the word pedophilia, but not that word. So as soon as you say that, because I've seen creators do it all the time, because unfortunately,
no, and I'm not calling you.
Let me explain this. No, let me explain, because I'm getting onto something that's really good.
I understand.
No, let me finish. I'm gonna let you finish. YouTube has a serious problem with creators being creeps.
Well, true. Yeah.
So what happened was a whole bunch of creators will go and call out all the other creators that are creeps. Okay.
Yeah.
For SA, for pedophilia and all that other stuff. And what happens is, when I watch these videos, the call out videos, every single creator knows you cannot use the R word for SA. You cannot use the R word when describing bigotry, the different R word. And you can't just get too graphic without. So they have other words they use for it too.
Which is why,
I watch what they say, and they never say the words, because they know that their videos are going to get buried. So that's why.
Okay. Well, the best way to counteract that, Larisse, is, all these content creators that are strictly on YouTube, they shouldn't be just on YouTube. They need to be in other places, and they need to monetize on their content. They need to have a main site where they say, okay, purchase a membership where you can listen to all my content uncensored. And they need to censor their content for YouTube. If they're going to say the word pedophilia, they need to bleep out the P word.
Which they do.
But it doesn't make sense for YouTube to have. Yeah, but if you
get your subscribers on YouTube and you're not a YouTube celebrity, you have like maybe a few 100,000, right? It's not enough to get that base to follow you to Spotify or wherever you go. It's kind of hard to get people to go with you. If you say, well, I'm going to go over to Snapchat. I've seen it happen. I've seen it. They're like, I'm going to go over to Snapchat. Everyone's on YouTube. Like, we're on YouTube. We don't want to, I don't want to switch. I got to reinstall another app. It's a whole thing. It's like, I can't get a lot of my TikTok followers to come over here. It's crazy. I have 50,000 followers on TikTok. None of them know about this. And like, even if I in the past, when I've tried to talk about it or whatever, TikTok doesn't want me bringing people over here either. So TikTok will also suppress their videos. They want people staying on their platform. So it's very hard to get, unless you're a YouTube celebrity with millions and millions of subscribers, it's hard to get those people to go with you. So you can do an email list, you can do a text list. I've seen people do that, and sign up for my text. I'll let you know when a video goes out so that you get the videos, but it's still not going to get the same reach as if you make an effort not to say the words that are going to get you flagged or banned or whatever. Not banned, but get you suppressed. So
because I subscribe to a podcast that is a premium thing, so it's like you pay for access to it. And so only 1% of his audience subscribes, and so he'll give out ridiculous coupon codes with the I kind of want to do this here real quick with the coupon code of this
Obama.
Oh yeah.
And people will go put that coupon code in, and they'll get it for $18 a year, and he'll just make bank off that.
That's cool.
And then he'll go and he can say whatever he wants to, although with him being on radio and stuff, he can't say pedophilia and other stuff because he's on the radio too. So he has to watch what he says.
Yeah, well, I think in an effort to actually clamp down on those topics of discussion, not necessarily those topics, but those being a sensitive issue, it's not, advertisers don't want to put their ads on videos that have that type of content because it's considered controversial. So when you go to even to fill out your monetization, this is a monetized channel, but we don't, it's like pennies that we make here. But when you go to fill out, if you want to monetize something, there's different levels that you have to fill out. How sensitive, and to a certain point, if you talk about certain things, if you do this or this or this, they'll send you a little notification saying this is not advertiser friendly. And you know what? They're here to make money off their platform. And if advertisers are like, we don't really want to put our ads on videos where they're talking about all this stuff, too controversial, then they lose their money. So I understand why a platform does that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's really what it all comes down to.
But all these right-wing grifters, though, they say whatever they want, and they get all the advertisers and all the attention, and little channels like yours, channels that talk about, you know, fandom stuff, they get suppressed, and that I have a real problem with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and a lot, like you said, Ben Shapiro, like his company.
By the way, I feel very sorry for his wife. Like, I really do.
We got a couple people coming in now because we started talking about YouTube stuff. So we have what's his company? It's like his isn't Turning Point. That's Charlie Kirk, but
yeah. Oh my God, Charlie Kirk. That's
what's Ben Shapiro's company? Whatever it is, they have like the biggest following on Facebook.
Yeah, he's number one on Facebook's advertising list, and then Alex Jones, before he got deplatformed by Facebook and Twitter, he was number 2. Like, all these right-wing grifter assholes are always number 1, and you're just like, what is going on?
It's the Daily Wire. That's the Ben Shapiro company. They have a huge subscriber base. Yeah, they have a huge subscriber base. And he just, the thing about him is he really likes to do on his channel now. I can't watch him. I find him insufferable. His voice, the way he looks, I can't handle him. But
you notice,
and Alex Jones, I can't do him either. He's just crazy.
The faster that Ben Shapiro, like, if you challenge Ben Shapiro, I could take him down politically. Like, I could slaughter him on a debate. But if you confront him about his nonsense, he will talk faster.
I know.
Because he's scrambling.
He starts spouting off these facts and statistics that he's memorized, and not all of them are accurate, but he says them so confidently that people think that he's correct. And
well, he's not.
No, he's actually a pretty skilled debater, but he's also very shifty about it. And he also
I gotta get going.
Very soft targets to debate.
Walt had to go. Okay.
Walt left. But without getting too political, we'll do a separate video for a discussion with fandom culture, because I have a lot with that X-Files fandom. And I would have to put together a little slideshow video for you and everyone else, because
I haven't started watching X-Files yet.
You should watch the pilot and then come back and talk about it with me. I have people that would watch our discussion about it if we did. Why
did Walt leave just now?
He's ready. It's like late for him. He has to get up early and go to the camp tomorrow morning. Comedy camp.
Okay. I hope he wasn't upset though.
No, I think he was just ready. He was just done with the. He said he didn't want to be more than go over too much of an hour. And since we've already talked about what we said we were going to talk about, he probably had some stuff to take care of too.
I always enjoy having him on here, though.
Yeah. He doesn't like to be censored either, so it's not really, there's nothing we can do about it. It's just, it's not. No, I wish I didn't make. It's the YouTube rules, when you say.
I thought he had to take this.
And then they did dumps. They call them dumps, big, massive dumps in Michigan and Pennsylvania and all over.
I think he may have had to go and do that. That's very possible.
I had to. Sorry, Walt. I apologize.
He could have. That's a very good possibility. But yeah, I don't know what's up with the Star Trek folk. We don't really have there were some issues on Tumblr. There are definitely some bigoted comments but they're all anonymous people that run anonymous blogs that nobody really knows. They're like hiding in the shadows, almost like, let's say they're like cockroaches, and people will sometimes go and read their blog to hate read them, but nobody knows who any of them are because they all hide behind like a screen name. And some of them have been around for a long time. Just they're anonymous trolls, and they have the same screen name for like many, many years. But they've made some comments, some anti-trans comments, some.
If I've said before,
flat
that
out,
if we were
flat out, very bigoted when it comes to people's skin color and ethnicities, and there's also a lot of misogyny. So
I've said before, and I still believe it to this day, that if we were grifters on the right wing, our monetization would be explode. Like it would.
Oh
explode.
man, I'd have a really nice car if I was like joining the right. They'd be like, "Oh, we have a woman. We got a woman. We got a woman. See, we're not misogynist. We got a woman." Be like, this is Sarah Palin 2.7 since technically, but Lauren Boebert. You know, they do all the recruiting for that Explore talent.
Oh my God! Did you hear about her crazy ass husband?
Who? Which one?
Lauren Boebert.
Yeah, we can't talk about that because that involves SA and Peter Phillies.
No, I'm not gonna address that. No, I know
the
what part
alley?
you're.
Bowling alley thing.
I'm not gonna talk about the bowling alley part.
There was something more new. There was like a new incident that happened, right?
Yes. The neighbors, because there was multiple 911 calls, that he was like running over people's mailboxes and threatening to shoot them and everything. And so, the 911 operator said, you know, who is threatening? And he was like, Lauren Boebert's husband. Do you know who she is? And the operator said, okay, are they armed? And the neighbor said, oh, do you know who they are? Of course they are armed. They all have guns.
Yeah, they put them in the Christmas photos.
Oh
I don't know how hard it is for some people to just not do crime. I don't get that. Like, you have to really go out of your way to be doing that stuff, to be pedophile and Peter Philly and SA and exposing things and then hitting and attacking people and driving people's drive. How hard is it to just stay out of trouble? Just be a good person, a good citizen, a law, and these are all from the Law and Order Party. They're all out there breaking the law. I'm like, what? You guys are a bunch of thugs, literally.
I will say that, when he whipped his Jimmy Dean out there at the bowling alley, I thought there's nothing that these people won't do. I mean, they're just monsters. That's all they are, is monsters.
They're just TRASH.
Oh, yes. Wait, I know what you just spelled, but why did you have to spell it?
I don't know. I didn't want to be rude.
Oh no, I'll be rude for you. They're trash.
They're worse than that. But yeah, I've never run over my neighbor's mailbox. I've never done this the bowling alley thing. It's really not that hard to not steal classified documents and not SA and not call somebody and try to overturn elections. And I don't know. They all need Rand Paul's neighbor. That's who they need.
that beat the crap out of him that one day.
I don't condone violence, but I think if you're breaking the law and not breaking the law.
You know, I hate Lauren Boebert. I hate Marjorie Taylor Greene. I hate Lauren Boebert's husband, or Lauren Boebert, as I like to call her. But you know, she talks about, the left is indoctrinating children. You're indoctrinating your own children, schmuck, with the guns.
Every accusation is a confession, but we don't want to get too political because that's for another time. But there is an element. Most of the X-Files fandom is pretty progressive and open-minded, but there has been a couple elements, and I've run into a handful that were ageist. I've run into misogyny from people that I didn't expect to be misogynist, but they completely were. They really like to rip into women in general, especially other fan women. And they've done it in a way that, and this is supposed to be a fandom that supports
Although
women.
I have to show you this. This is my screensaver right here. My captain.
It's my captain. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. The level of misogyny I've dealt with is just from women in that fan community is just, it's sickening. And it's really, I think there's a problem with people. They get very jealous.
Oh yeah.
And they get they just go crazy. They really do. And when I don't mean to sorry, when I say crazy, I don't mean to marginalize mental health, and I've had my own mental health struggles, but
of course
they get really mean, and it's very hurtful. It's been very hurtful. It's not okay, no matter what you believe. I think when you disagree with someone on something they say or do, you need the punishment needs to fit the crime, and antagonizing someone and harassing them and writing lies about them and accusing them about things that they never even did, or calling them out for things they didn't do is not a punishment that someone deserves because they did not behave how you think they should have behaved at a concert. They didn't stand in the right place, or you disagree with that they're filming at a concert. You disagree that they filmed the line outside to get people excited, and you didn't like that, or whatever reason. That honestly, people just need to mind their own business, and there's a lot of that. People don't. And there's just a lot of pretentiousness. There's a lot of self-sanctimonium, virtue, moral superiority flexing.
And I love that. I love that Anna and I have started our own Star Trek group, and we heavily regulate that in terms of allowing certain things and making sure that it's safe. As I've said, we recently had someone threaten another member, like threaten to kill him.
Oh my God! You told me about that.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And then after we got rid of him, he threatened me. And I'm
That's
like,
illegal. It's illegal.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, are you insane? I'm like, I know who you are. I have your first and last name.
Yeah.
So don't be threatening me, man. Like, get away from me.
That's really, So someone on Tumblr reached out to me and said they actually got death threats from people in the fandom. They came anonymous.
The X-Files fandom?
Yeah. Came in. They threatened them, and they threatened their children. And it was from someone's. It was when she was feuding with a woman that I was having issues with, who was being very abusive and constantly posting anonymously, because nobody knew who she was. She was anonymously posting, perpetuating lies and hate, and accusing us of things we didn't do. And what was happening was, when this person was feuding with her, she got those death threats, and they threatened her and her children. So after that, I said, this person is not nice. And at some point I posted, I think I told you, I posted a link to their Facebook page, because
yes,
I had enough. It was literally 3 or 4 months of continuous antagonizing and defamation, slander, attacks from her and her little band of horde, I'm gonna say zombie, like a little horde of Phantom March soldiers, foot soldiers, that would always come anonymously, never in person, never once in person. So I said, hey, this is who it is, because they actually went on to one of my Instagram. Well, they went on to Walt's Instagram and my Instagram. They fat shamed me. They fat shamed Walt. They fat shamed one other person. They look shamed all of us. They age shamed us. anonymously. We didn't know who it was. That person, got banned. But it was all on Instagram. This was all because Walt took a selfie at a book signing, and because one of the friends has blonde hair like Gillian Anderson, he asked as a joke, and this was his personal Instagram. So no, this was never for the fandom. This was just for him and our friends. He posted a picture, like, "Oh, is that Gillian?" And they thought that he was antagonizing them by saying that. Like, why are you even on his Instagram? You hate him. You don't like him. Why are you following?
Sometimes they hate watch and they hate look and.
Oh, hey, Joe W.
Oh, we have a person, don't we?
Yeah. We have 3 people now.
Oh, okay. Well, we keep going.
Yeah, sorry, you've been wanting to enter. You've been wanting to say something, but I wanted to get that out. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I just wanted to say that even though those postings are anonymous, you can very easily still track who posted that and where by the IP address. I mean, like the majority of these trolls do not even take 1% step in protecting their identity. Like they are very easy to track down. That's why nobody really that's why nobody out in the open, like publicly on Facebook message with me. Like they all do it through private message, because you can't track IP addresses through the Messenger app.
Yeah, I mean there are people on Tumblr. I would have to do it that way to actually out them. This person, several people had met them. They had a very public Facebook page. They had a public Facebook photo. And the person that got the death threats was like, they told me what their name was. And I said, oh, okay, well, I'll look for it. I did a Google search. Their Facebook page popped right up. And I was like, here you go. This is who's been harassing me. And, a handful of people said, oh, you just doxed her, blah, 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 all this stuff. I was like, no, that's not what doxing is. This person's been harassing me. And just because you're sitting there, basically relentlessly badgering somebody for months and months and months and months and months, you're using your cloak of anonymity. I don't even know how to say it, but you're basically using that as a shield. And after a while, it's extremely unfair. It's not a fair fight, because her name was out there. And she eventually faded away after that, and I have no regrets.
Good. And I have to mention something, because I saw this today and I'm really excited about it. And I know that you don't watch this show, but it's something that's very near and dear to my heart. And then I also have a story that I have to tell you real quick. So I just learned today that they're writing the season 5 finale of Star Trek Discovery, and so it's almost done with the writing, but they're shooting now. So I'm really excited about that. I'm like, yes.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite show of all time. So I'm like, bring me more, give me more, come on. And then you know how I have that Star Trek pin collection.
Yeah.
And I'm up to 16 pins. I've got 3 more on the way. That means 16.
That's awesome.
But I learned Friday that Etsy is forced closing my favorite pin shop.
That's so dumb, because of copyright issues.
Yes, this guy is small potatoes. There are a lot more people that are selling phasers and phaser rifles and badges. And I'm not going to buy any of that stuff because it's super expensive. I just want to expand my pin collection.
They just went after the soft target. I hate that.
Yeah, and so now
fan art. It's basically qualifies under fan art. I think it would fall under fan art. So, and then I've seen plenty of fan art they sell at Comic-Con. So I'm not quite sure why they went after. Maybe because it's an online thing, they can track it more.
And his husband, I don't know if they're married or not, but I know they're partners. John W. says, maybe you guys can cover the Sandman series on Netflix. Yes, Walt was telling me about how great that is.
I haven't seen it yet. He said he wasn't sure if I liked it or not, but I might cover it if you'll come on and watch with. If we do it, you'll watch. The only thing is that Netflix, the whole thing drops at once, so it's kind of hard to do a week to week.
Well, we Well, we could do a like a season overview of the.
Yeah, we could do a season stream. Yeah, we could just talk about the season.
There and on our last Evil broadcast, there was somebody. I think I can't remember this person's name. He had recommended that we review Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, but I told him no because.
No, I tried watching that. I couldn't get into it.
I love that show, but it's been off the. Yeah, it's been. Oh God, yes.
I tried. I couldn't.
You know like that
3 episodes.
Oh my God, you know that I am just a very strong supporter of females in general. So it's like all of these female characters, and I'm like, yes, I'm here for it. Come on.
Oh yeah, me too. But it has to be a little bit. It has to hold my attention a little bit better. Because as soon as it's a sausage fest, I usually I'm a piece out of those shows too. I'm like, oh, this is a sausage fest. I need like some women in there. I need some strong women. I pieced out of The Mandalorian because it took forever to get the women in. I got tired of seeing him in his helmet. I said, look, I can't see his face. We're already in like the 3rd episode. And I see no expression on his freaking face. Enough. Well, it's like, what's up? And I'm like, I don't know. And there's no women so far. So it's just him and this baby Yoda. I can't keep doing this. He's like, oh, it's going to get better. I'm like, all right, well, I'm done. You got to get me by the 3rd episode or else I'm like.
I have a 2-episode limit. I also want to review Sex Education if you're interested in doing that.
Yeah, I'm not sure when the next season comes out, but yeah, I'll do it. I know they're making one. Oh, see, Walt had texted me, said he needed to go.
He put it in the private chat.
He had to go do big dumps.
Big, massive dumps.
Big dumps in Michigan.
And Pennsylvania.
Big
I don't know. I don't know how long it'll take him to get to those 2 states, but he's going to take some massive dumps in there.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be a long trip. I gotta look up now. What we're talking about Sex Education. And I know they're making another season.
John W., our one of our loyal listeners. By the way, thank you, John W., for your loyalty to Larissa's channel. And he says you might also consider Outcast, which is demon possession. I bought the DVD, but not watched it yet. I heard it was great. Okay, so question, John W., why would you buy something without watching it first? Because I normally stream a show, and if it's good, I'll buy the season. So why would you buy something without having watched it first? That's kind of a waste of money if you find out that it's stupid.
The whole season be like, oh man, this sucks. Maybe he watched a few episodes first somewhere, and then he was like, I'm gonna go buy it.
Like I buy all the Star Treks, the movies and the series and everything.
Yeah. Well, I had bought like a lot of the X-Files stuff, but then it started taking up room, so I was like, I can't have this around. It's too much.
Oh, he said he watched the trailers and he liked the actors.
Okay. But still, it could totally stink. You don't know. There's sometimes I see a trailer and the actors, and I'm like, this is gonna be great. And then I go and watch it, and I'm like, the Walking Dead guy. What's his name?
I have no idea, and I have no desire to know his name because that show is just terrible.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. He also did an episode of Creep Show, and yeah, I know who you're talking about. You don't like Walking Dead. No. So I'm not I can't do Walking Dead. I started watching Fear Walking Dead, and they killed off all the people I like, and I don't like these shows where they kill everyone off and just replace them. I can't do those shows. I can't do this. I like my characters. Let's keep them. If you're gonna kill people off, make sure they're not important, and let's just keep our core characters on there.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have that. You kill people off. Like, I'm gonna stop watching.
So where sometimes series is networks in general, and especially when filming a series and a movie or whatever, they're very tight-lipped about everything, and they make the actors sign contracts to close their mouths and not say anything. Okay, so on the latest episode of one of the Star Trek after shows, after the latest series had come to a conclusion on its latest season, Mary Weissman, who played Tilly on Star Trek Discovery, fantastic character, fantastic woman. I love her overall. She was asked, because she left in season 4 in the 3rd episode, and she was asked by Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton, another fantastic human being. I love him so much. He asked her, "Are you done with Star Trek in general?" And she said, "I can't speak to It's not that I don't know, but I can't speak. I don't know how much I can say about on this topic." So I think they're giving her her own show. Okay. Otherwise she would say, "I'm done with it," if she was really done with it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And he, like, when they were in the interview, and he told her a very personal story about how his parents didn't accept that he did not want to be an actor, and they forced him to be on that path as an actor. And he revealed that story to her, and it brought tears to my eyes when he was telling it to the audience, because you could feel the pain in that story.
It's sad. John W. said Creep Show. Sorry, John W. said Creep. Yeah, so that they just did the one season though, right? I don't think they did another one. They did the season of Water.
I don't think they did more than one season of Creep Show.
I did do. There was one episode that we sat there and we watched the whole video and commented on it. There were like 2 episodes. It was the one with the head in the doll's house. That was great. I watched almost all of them. I think I didn't. I was bad. I don't think I watched the last one. And okay, so there were 2 seasons. The new one when the reboot, because
hi, Kager you.
So the first one, I didn't make. I need to watch the last episode because that one had the Joe Hill, and I like Joe Hill, and I was watching Nosferatu at the time, so I was excited about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw Nosferatu, and as far I'll take your word for it, because I don't know where to stream it. And Castle Rock, I only saw 4 episodes of that, and
it's Hulu. Both of those are on Hulu now.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll have to check them out. But tonight is House of Dragons for me. So I will definitely be binging that. So hopefully, well, only 1 episode a week. Why do we have to do this old network style thing? I mean, I don't understand that.
Now you need a separate show just for that, because they're doing it week to week. So you have time in between. It's so hard when, like I said, when you do like a Netflix thing, they drop the whole season. It's like, are you going to go to an episode stream? You can like have a live show, like an after show, like Talking Dead, one of those types of shows where you have an after show stream.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now you don't have that when you drop a whole season. But Peggy, you watched Orphan First Kill.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
But you think it went down? You think it went downhill toward the end too? Oh, Kager, you come on now.
Ridiculous. The ending was so stupid.
Come on, I need somebody on my side here. I mean, I just love it for the actress.
I saw it coming. I saw it all coming, and I knew she was gonna kill Hunter, or what's his name, Gunner. I knew. She said, "Go take care of her." I was like, "He's gonna die."
Let me back up so I can do this impression. Let me back up real quick.
Do an impression.
I have doubt.
Yes! Yes! I have doubt. You have to cry. You have to cry.
I can't cry in demand unless I think of dead puppies.
Oh, you get a fake cry.
Oh, okay.
Nosferatu is great.
Oh, what's it about, Nosferatu?
So it's based on the book by Joe Hill, and it's kind of hard to explain. But it's Zachary Quinto plays almost like an energy vampire, but he goes and drains the souls. Spock. He goes and he drains the souls of children, and that's how he feeds. And he sends what's left of them. That he turns them into ghouls, into this place that basically exists that he created in this other alternate universe. It's also they can somehow cross over into this alternate universe called Christmas Land, and there's where they go to live as ghouls, and they're all there. And then the main character, Vic McQueen, he can kind of telepathically access her head. It's like it's kind of complicated to explain, but yeah, she has this ability.
It got canceled after the first season?
No, there were 2, but they covered both books between the 2 seasons. So I'm sorry, they covered the whole book between the 2 seasons, and they got a little bit into the graphic novel. No, they didn't do the graphic novel. There was a graphic novel that was a prequel that showed a few different stories. They didn't do any of that, but it's pretty darn creepy. It's pretty creepy right from the get-go. It starts off pretty. It's definitely horror, and the actors are great.
Have you seen the Netflix series 1983? There's 17. Let's see. There's hold on. Let me grab my iPad so I can tell you the accurate name of the show.
1983.
There's a 3-part series on Netflix. It's a horror film. 3 separate.
Yes.
Yeah, you've seen those. What do you mean you tried?
Those are the slasher flicks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they were silly. I couldn't believe. Oh, I tried.
What?
They were really silly.
My God, they were so good. They were so good. I will follow you wherever you go. Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, those, and then the other one was like 1985 and 1986, right? Or they jumped
up. No, it was the last one was like 1688 or something.
Fear Street.
Oh yes, Fear Street. Thank you, John W. Much love to you, buddy. But yes, Fear Street.
Yeah, the characters were annoying me. I couldn't get this.
Oh my God, Louise! Oh my God, I loved the last one. The last one, 1688. It was woo! It was great.
Yeah, I tried. It was ridiculous. But Kegger Yu also said, "I love Isabella Furman as an actress. She's solid, but she did not look like a 9 or 10-year-old." Yeah, I agree. She looked 25.
Blackbird, check it out. Oh, that's the Apple TV Plus series, isn't it? Yes.
So was that good?
I don't know. I haven't seen it, but it's on my list. So thank you, Kaker. I appreciate that, buddy.
And you were watching the Vera Farmiga show that's on Apple Plus about Katrina.
Yes, it's called 5 Days at Memorial. It's the story of what happened at Memorial Hospital.
It was really good.
Yes, it's they have one more episode.
Okay.
And in this episode, this latest one, people are starting to, they're dying. They're because they don't have any heat, they don't have any air, they don't have any power. And they're just starting to drop like flies. And I think they're getting to the point where they're going to have to start given that there's one episode left, they're going to have to start transitioning people, giving them a merciful death. Because what would the state have them do, though? Would they have them just suffer like that?
Yeah, there was a lot of balls being dropped. They really messed up their response to
Well, the governor, she ran and was hiding. Nobody knew where she was. Like, she just disappeared.
Yep, not surprising.
No wonder she lost her election.
Yeah. Blackbird. Okay, so I'm going to trust you on Blackbird.
Okay, so, let's see how many episodes Blackbird has real quick. Let's fire up Apple TV Plus application here on my trusty new Mac Mini. And I know what. Yes, I will continue to say that until the day I die.
We love you for Apple. Such an Apple guy.
Yes, I love Apple so much. Props to Apple. Let's see here.
The Graveyard Book. Oh, Neil Gaiman. Cool. Yeah, I'd like to see that if that was a movie. I haven't read the book, but I like Neil Gaiman. Okay,
Blackbird has. Woo. Okay, this looks crazy. All right, one. Oh, holy! Oh no, that's not him. I was about to say, holy crap! It's LaRue, but that's not LaRue. They have 6 episodes. Darn. Oh, it's only a 1-season series. Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, we need something that's about to drop. We need new stuff.
Okay, well, let me.
It's already been talked about. It's like someone already went there and stomped around on it.
Calm down, you might break something over there.
We need fresh. We need something fresh.
Something that just dropped is Surfside Girls. It's more of a hold on now.
Is this like a Baywatch? That sounds like a You type of series.
I don't know. And another thing that dropped is Bad Sisters.
Okay.
Bad Sisters it's a comedy.
Okay. All right.
It's they have
so
2 episodes.
What is Surfside Girls? I might have to stick with movies until a real horror show comes along because I don't think there's any new horror. Oh no, there was a horror show. Hold on. I think I've been
told, for years now, I've been told I say the word horror wrong.
You do?
People tell me I do. My sister tells me I do. My mom tells me I do. They say that when I say the word horror,
it sounds like horror.
Yes.
Oh, there's a Netflix horror movie. That one that was they started doing a TikTok challenge base. It's a movie.
Kager, yes. See is fantastic.
Incantation. That's what it is.
Yes, we're gonna watch that and have that for you next week. See.
Jason Momoa.
Yes, it's so good. Oh my god.
There's a lot of scary stuff that should be happening with October. You mentioned the Hocus Pocus remake.
Mm-hmm. Not the remake, it's a sequel.
Oh, there's actually a sequel.
Yes.
Okay.
It's with the same women, although I don't know how you're going to say that they came back from the dead because they look older. So it's like.
Well, I mean, so did Isabella, but that she still managed,
I mean, young. She's hot, so I don't care. I don't care.
She's a grown up now, so it's fine. It'd be creepy if it was like she was normal age. She wasn't a full grown adult now, grown as 25-year-old.
Isabella's hot.
Definitely looks like 25.
Yeah, but anything she's in, I'll watch. So. I do recommend.
Is the imported stuff like Audition? What is Audition? Oh well, I love the foreign horror, like the stuff on Netflix that drops. That's always the best.
Oh, I hate foreign horrors.
Oh, what happened to? Oh yeah, they're great. As long as you don't mind the dubbing. Sometimes the dubbing's really bad.
I hate dub series because they're always so terrible.
No, Dark was great. They actually had really good dubbing for Dark, and that wasn't horror. That was more sci-fi.
But okay,
mystery.
So Apple TV Plus has 2 dub series, and they're so horrible because like the dubbed English is behind the lips.
Oh, so it's like, okay. I think certain series they do really well, but others they don't. So, and I think there was one that I watched where the actress, there was like a Danish one that I watched. It was great. It was a mystery. The actress herself, because some of these actors, most of them Europeans, speak English because everyone knows 2 languages except for the people here. Most people speak English, and they dub their own voices, which is amazing because then they do their own translations, so it doesn't sound that different, and it has the accents because they do have accents, so it actually sounds like you're just watching a foreign film. So the dubbing is great. And
did you watch? Have you watched Severance?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my God, that fits in our niche.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what, is that a movie or?
No, it's a series. All of it, season 1 is already out, but we can do it.
Yeah, we need something that's coming up. we want something that's.
Okay, hold on. I'm coming.
I have not seen. You don't watch the dub stuff. You watch. I can't sit there and watch the subtitles the whole time.
Oh, I love subtitles. I love subtitles because when I was on the dating apps, there were actually a couple of women on there that I met until I found out they were liars. They said that a permanent qualification for a partner was that the subtitles always say on.
Yeah.
And so I was
September something. There's called like the girl. Wait, what's the girl in the mirror? That should have come out. That's Netflix.
The Girl in the Mirror. Let's see here.
Okay. This looks like an international film. It's not is a series? No, it's a whole series.
Oh,
They only have. Wait, how many episodes they have? They dropped the whole thing?
I think, yeah, it's Netflix. They always drop the whole thing.
Son of a gun. I don't even know. There's barely anything on it. Then there's something called Devil in Ohio. Well, I think we talked about this last week, Interview with a Vampire, but then, Kegger, you pointed out it could be problematic, so I don't want to be touching on problematic series.
What do you mean it can be problematic?
This is Zooey Deschanel. No, this is Emily Deschanel. Yeah, remember the casting? They're casting like the lead, who was a slave owner, as they have a black actor playing like the lead, who was literally a slave owner. So that's why it was a little problematic. It wasn't so much that, it was probably the casting was. Remember?
Yes. Yes, I do. And I remember that. And
but then they were changing the timeline.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to find new stuff on Apple TV Plus here.
Well, this like Devil in Ohio, that's gonna drop all at once on Netflix. It's like a psychiatrist shelters a mysterious cult escape. Her world turns upside down, and a girl's rival threatens to tear her family apart. Oh my God! It sounds like Orphan, but okay. But
what is it called again?
It's called Devil in Ohio, and it's an American series. It's more of a thriller, but I guess there's a based on the book by Daria Politan. Emily Deschanel, is that like Zoe's sister? Stacey Farber. A lot of girls. You'll be happy.
Oh yes, I will. Thank you.
Look it up. Oh my God, this is gonna be so good. Y'all, we gotta do this.
Devil in Ohio.
Episode. Oh, did I lose you? Oh, okay.
Oh,
sorry.
no, I'm right here.
No, I thought I clicked on something.
Oh,
what? Interview with a Vampire. Avoid that like the plague. Well, Walt watches everything vampire, no matter how bad, how good. So who's gonna watch it? Because he's just.
I'm not gonna watch it. I hated the movie.
Strangers from Hell.
I'm just super pumped that I get to watch the Game of Thrones prequel tonight.
Mosquitoes Coast Show. I don't even know what that is. Is that the Surfside Girls?
You're gonna be picking at me about that all night, aren't you?
He's like, Suicide Girls. Yeah, let's sit here and talk about that. No sparkly vampires. I have to look that up now too. Suicide Girls. All right, yo, we got to do this Devil in Ohio. This looks really good. September 2nd.
Oh, I agree. A limited series. Oh shit. Yep.
That's perfect.
Let me add that to my list here.
Is that going to be about what's his name? Jim Jordan? It's a
Oh
Devil
my
in Ohio.
god.
It's about Jim
Jordan.
Right.
He's a representative from Ohio, isn't he?
Yes.
He's a something from Ohio. I can tell you that much.
Senator.
I don't think he'll win his next election, which is a good thing. He's a monster.
He sucks. So we have Devil in Ohio and Suicide Girls.
I'm sorry, Larice.
I'm laughing because I just want to know what it's about. Oh, it is on Apple TV. Oh.
Yes, it is.
It looks like a kid show. It looks like a kid show, like a kids going on an adventure.
Oh, does it now?
What? Oh, this looks weird. It's a bunch of little girls on surfboards. There was a graphic novel series. I'm so confused. Oh, the scenery's really nice. Oh my god, I kind of want to watch this. Oh, and it's like, I think it's. Oh, I like this. There's like much more diversity in this cast. It's looks like the lead girls are Asian.
That's good.
It's kids though. It's a kids event. They're all teenagers. It's kind of weird. It looks like the Goonies meets what? This is like the Goonies meets Lock and Key.
I love Lock and Key.
Show. It's totally a kid show.
I only said that because it looked it was new. So you said something new just coming out.
It looks all like borderline fantasy. It's like Goonies or something. I don't know. I can't. Tell Walt about Blood Ties.
Like Anna was saying what we think about Nancy Drew on the CW, and I told her no. Actually, I said F no because
I've never watched that.
I said the only thing appealing about that show is the lead actress. So,
of course. Blood Ties is an underrated show. Okay, he may have already watched it. He finds these things. He finds these vampire things.
Why?
So, because he's obsessed with vampires. He'll find the worst vampire. It's like the Superman stuff. He'll find anything related to Superman, he will find and watch. We have small numbers tonight. Yeah, you don't know. We went on for about 45 minutes with nobody here because I think we scared YouTube. YouTube was not happy with probably some of our discussion. We won't get back into that.
Yes, we were very naughty, apparently.
Not naughty, but I'm so glad you like us, even if we're not talking about evil.
Yes, I can agree. Thank you. Yes, it does. I was worried that we wouldn't have any of our usual audience here. So thank you for coming.
Forever Night. That is my all-time favorite vampire stories, John W. Okay, there's a lot of good recs. These are all for Walt, though, because I'm not, like, super vampire person. I'll watch it if it's good, like anything else.
I'm trying to find a good horror show.
But The Devil in Ohio. That looks good.
Have you seen the trailer?
I didn't look at the trailer. I was watching like the one trailer on mute for the other show, the Suicide Girls.
Oh my god, you didn't really?
Yeah, I was watching it. That's what I was saying. It looked kind of like the Goonies meets Lock and Key. And Lock and Key is too hokey. We got to stick with the horror theme. It's not enough horror in there.
I like the fact that Apple TV is all original content.
Forever Night had the best ending of any show ever. It lasted 3 seasons.
I have to dispute that, buddy.
Have you seen it?
And no, well,
you don't know.
Well, no. I was gonna say, because it's delayed on my end. So I was gonna say, I have seen part of it, but not the whole thing. So I
have doubt.
But finales just fall on their face a lot of times. So to say that it was the best ever is a really, really low bar, John W. So sorry to rain on your parade, but it just is. Like, it's just
you're never
terrible.
Gonna please everyone though.
No.
So I need to get a soundbite that's just her Meryl Streep saying I have doubt. I know I made a video of it. Oh, I might have it. Hold on. I might actually have it in here.
Let me get it and play it for you.
My meme category.
Oh, jeez. I clicked on Devil in Ohio and something else. Netflix is now recommending a movie to me because I clicked on Devil in Ohio. It recommended a movie called I Just Killed My Dad.
Great. I think I saw that too. I saw it recommended to me. I was like, what the heck? Why would you recommend that? Is that a reality show? What even is that?
It's a Netflix series.
Is it
limited series?
Okay.
About a man who killed his dad.
Great. That's great. It sounds like it's comedy though, right?
It's a documentary. It's a social and cultural documentary.
Do I have doubt? No, but I have this.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I love that one.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I found Sandman.
Let's see what else I have in my meme collection.
Oh, you have that one from Evil. The whole.
Oh no! I don't want to get copyright claim. I'm taking her out. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one.
You have the one of Leland and the goat going. You went to the supermarket and bought some pig's blood, and he goes, "No, human blood. Whose blood? Your blood."
Do I have that? I don't know where that is. Honestly, I have the baby goat.
Do it. Do it.
There you go.
Oh
That's basically God. I have doubt. That's close enough, right?
Let me look at something real quick. Hold on.
I'm trying to find Meryl Streep saying I have doubt and I can't. Oh, this is my favorite.
You've got a big storm coming. Honey, you've got a big storm.
I'm sorry. Now we're just doing memes.
What is that?
The beaver room. You never seen that before?
No.
I don't know where it came from.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Oh my gosh.
It's just like all stuff people put in replies on Twitter. That's where I just rip them. So what was anticlimactic? The finale, the cliffhanger, Forever. So now we have to go watch Forever Night, but it's like, it's old stuff. So did you find something other than the Devil in Ohio, Jim Jordan?
I found the Sandman.
Oh well, yeah. That one's already on Netflix though.
Yes. Let me see.
This is great. It's not real, by the way.
What the fuck was that?
He farted into the PA microphone. Well, at least he pretended. I don't know if he actually did. I don't know. There's like several. This guy is a serial farter. There's several videos of him going around doing this and picking up the phone and doing that, but I think that's the sound effects he added, and I don't think he really did it. Cause when I first saw that, I laughed so hard because I thought, hey man, imagine just like shopping at Walmart or Costco, and you're just like, and you hear that. I would die. I feel so bad if someone actually had to talk on that phone because it's like, got dingleberries there. I know you've been telling us about Sandman. I would watch it. We could do like one episode. We could talk about the whole thing. Like we couldn't go episode by episode since it drops all at once.
We can, yeah.
Yeah, we could do like a whole. I can't find Meryl Streep. I'm sorry. We can do a whole season. I have Walt doing tap dance. Oh no, I can't because there's music on there that'll probably get me in trouble. I'm trying to think what else I have on here that's the that I can't find. I was looking for the goat, Leland and the goat. No, I'm not seeing any Leland goat.
I have doubt. I have it, but I can't play it. I can't play it right now because would require me. It would require me to record the stream off the browser, and I have you on the browser right now on StreamYard. So.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know what. I know I had it in this folder at some point. Maybe I just decided I didn't want it anymore. I had it in there with all my little memes, and they're just like gone. I'm like, yeah, maybe it's in my reaction memes. Maybe it's in here. No.
You sent it to me one time. You sent
it to me. I know, I did.
Yeah. Let's see.
Maybe it's just under regular memes. No, there's just a receipt.
We used to just use Messenger to communicate with each other, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, I think I just sent you a link to the YouTube video. I have something funny though I can show you. That's not. It's Walt.
Yeah, this is how I like my Mulder.
What the hell?
He's being Scully.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is how I like my Mulder.
I hope you guys are entertained by these. Do Sam. Okay, all right, we'll do Sam. But then I gotta watch the whole series by next week. If we do next week, but you guys better be here.
Yep. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do Sam.
I'll watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it.
There's another one of Walt doing that. Or is that the same one?
My computer!
Oh jeez.
There goes my computer!
See what you did by talking about doubt? Now we've unleashed all of the stuff I have on my freaking computer.
Well, that wasn't me. I didn't do that.
I can't find her. I'm just very upset that I can't find. I have doubt. All right, well, we'll have it ready. We'll have it ready.
I will record the clip and have it ready for next time.
A sound effect of it, yeah.
Yes.
Or you can use the clip if you want. I mean.
Oh,
although we might get copyright claim if you use just a short amount of it.
Yeah, audio is definitely easier to avoid copyright stuff with. So.
Yeah. Or you just like find the stupid things that I find like that aren't even no one even cares about. Like that. Yeah, wait a minute. Who are you? Oh, here's the guy again. Look. It's the serial farter.
He's not really doing that. It's the same sound every time. Like you're not really making the same sound with your ass every damn time you're farting.
What the fuck?
I don't know what
that guy
Yeah, this guy.
The serial farter guy is he's taking a massive dump. That's what he's doing. He's taking a massive dump everywhere, all over the country, in every Walmart. Just taking a massive dump all over the microphone.
Michigan.
Michigan and in Pennsylvania, all over. And I'm trying to find
massive dumps.
And then they did dumps. They call them dumps, big, massive dumps in Michigan and Pennsylvania and all over.
I don't know where this. I don't know who did that, but it's pretty freaking funny. I don't know who did that. Who did that? Because it's obviously not real. But what the heck? I guess they just green screened a snake in there. I don't know where that came from. That's the Kraken. Kraken, whatever that is, Cobra Kraken.
It's a cobra. One that dances out of the what is it? Out of the urn for the Egyptians, I guess. I don't know.
I also got this if you want to talk about massive dumps.
Oh yes. The massive dumps came in the middle. The massive dumps came in the middle of the night while
Obama
was sleeping.
John is having surgery at the end of the month, so we'll be able to. Okay. I'm sorry. I mean, it's cool that you'll be available, but I'm sorry you have to have surgery. And have to go through a month of recovery. That sucks.
Yes, John W. I know all about surgery, so if you need any tips on things to do and not to do, Twitter me or tweet me or however you say it, and we'll talk. I'll give you some pointers and everything if you need some.
Oh, I got something. I got one funny. It's just a sad kid eating a burger. Why is he so sad? Dude. He just wants to eat his burger, poor little guy.
That doesn't mean what is that? Where do you get all these?
Twitter. It's Twitter, poor kid. He's just like, I'm sad, I'm gonna eat my burger. He's like, this is all I got going for the rest of my life.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. Oh, and don't forget about this one.
We have a situation where we're looking very strongly at sinks and showers and other elements of bathrooms where you turn the faucet on in areas where there's tremendous amounts of water, where the water rushes out to sea because you could never handle it. And you don't get any water. You turn on the faucet, you don't get any water. They take a shower and water comes dripping out. It's
dripping out.
Documents down.
Dripping out. People are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times.
Did you put papers in the toilet?
They end up using more water. So EPA is looking at that very strongly at my suggestion. You go into a new building or a new house or a new home and they have standards over you don't get water. You can't wash your hands practically. There's so little water comes out of the faucet. And the end result is you leave the faucet on and it takes you much longer to wash your hands. You end up using the same amount of water. So we're looking at very seriously at opening up the standard.
It just keeps going.
And there may be some areas where we'll go the other route, desert areas. But for the most part, many states where they have so much water that it comes down. It's called rain. That they don't know what to do with it. So we're going to be opening up that, I believe, and we're looking at changing the standards very soon.
Do you remember this? I got something funny here. Do you remember this crazy woman?
They protest face coverings.
Oh my God!
I am a healthy American.
Remember?
I used to be free. I am not a terrorist. I am not
No. I don't want her to say the bad word.
I am not a sex slave that wears masks.
I call shenanigans on that. I'm calling shenanigans on that.
What do you
I
mean
am not into
shenanigans?
sadomasochism and bondage.
Oh, totally. That is BS. She's totally into that.
Hold on just a second. I gotta go to the other room and get my water. I'm like so thirsty right now.
It was the sadomasochism. I'm sorry, you guys. We talked quite a bit about Orphan. You know what was good when it was on was Orphan Black. That was a good show. We talked a lot about Orphan before. But you guys weren't here yet, so if you still want to talk about that, we can. But yeah, I agree though. My issue with the second movie, the new movie, is the first one had this big build up. The characters were extremely fleshed out, you know, and it's Vera Farmiga, who is just gold in everything she touches. And her character had so much layers. There was a lot of little subplots and a lot of little tension in that family going on. And there's a lot in the new family, but it just kind of came out of nowhere. So it was like, oh, these guys are crazy. They're all killers. Everyone's a killer. So, except for the dad, right? Everyone's a killer except for the dad. So how are you gonna relate to these characters? They're horrible people, all of them, except for the poor dad. And the dad's an idiot because he doesn't listen.
Louise, I just spit my water everywhere. Thank you for that.
Why? Because they're all killers? That they were all killers? Oh, okay.
Oh,
no, really. And then you went from a movie that had these really very well fleshed out characters to, and of course the main Esther character, Lena, is very still mysterious. There's a lot of questions we don't know about her past. Like, she was 33. She figured she was like 31, 32 when she escaped from whenever that was, the mental hospital.
It was 2007.
Yeah, but this was a prequel. So how long has it been in between? Not long, because that happened right after she went to Vera Farmiga's family. So I'm just like, what? So this character has layers, but we don't know what they are. She's just flat out crazy from the get-go, as opposed to building up to being like the way she unraveled in the first one. It was just not quite the same. But props to the actors. They're all still pretty good. It just got really hokey toward the end. I'm kind of like, what happened to here? I took away the sadomasochist woman. I just thought it was funny when she said that, because she said it so adamantly. I don't believe her. She said she wasn't a sex slave and she wasn't a sadomasochist. She was like, you really went out of your way to say that?
Yeah.
You don't go around just going and say, hey, that person's a sadomasochist. It's just like, where did you even come up with this idea? You have to have something in your little, skeleton in your closet to go around saying that.
Oh, just like this guy right here. I wonder if this is the one, is the clip here. I really hope this is the clip. It's in my monsters thing.
You're a billionaire living in a mansion. Everything looks bright and shiny and good.
And it's nice that you're my neighbor, Carrie.
I live in a townhome.
HB 2289. Hold on. Let her finish, please, Scott.
Okay. God, they talk over me and I'm Italian. That shouldn't happen. You know
I'm
what?
Irish.
Okay.
When she was at ASU, she was pushing for CRT. Yes, you did.
Are you kidding?
There's a reason we don't always invite Scott, because he's polling at 0%.
No, 1%.
And this is what happens
but the
when
polls lie. Scott, please.
I have to say this, Carrie. You got recognition and endorsements because you are a celebrity. You're beautiful, great figure.
Our children out of
I
mass.
am 100% pro-life.
Hold on with the fake lake. Hold on with the fake lake and hold on.
You know what? We do need. She's right. We do need somebody who's a grown-up, and somebody who calls names is not a grown-up.
All right.
Oh, so that wasn't the one, but he did brag about polling in 1%. But I think this is the one I wanted.
Oh my God, these people are so stupid.
Where he's saying,
go ahead.
Where he's saying the only thing drag that he wears is let's see.
Yeah, you.
I feel like I'm on an S.
Oh, what did you say?
Yeah, I think you played that one for me last week, but we weren't on.
Yeah.
We were on stream, so.
The drag one, yeah.
We'll play it for the stream if you want.
I think this is the one.
I feel like I'm on an SNL skit here. Are we going to take control of the debate?
We are taking, no, Carrie, I don't want you to try. I'm happy to do it. I know you would be happy to do it.
Listen, I haven't been on a stage with this many women since I've been to a baby shower. It's been a while.
I don't know how that's going to go over, Scott, but we'll let that hang.
First election. May I finish? Mamma mia.
If we were exploring other planets and other solar systems, and say on Mars, we actually found a clump of cells, let's call it life, right?
Oh my
Wouldn't
God.
we do everything we could to protect that life?
Cut it off. Okay.
Because it's new life.
Get him
Well, why
off.
can't we treat human life in the same way?
It's not the same thing. False equivalency.
I think he was about to say the drag thing, though.
Oh, the drag. Yeah, it's not even worth getting that far in. So they said, Hager, you said the problem with the Queequel, I'm thinking Queequeg. The problem with Queequeg. I got the X-Files quotes. The problem with the prequel, they decided to do a prequel way too late, and they also tried to romanticize Lena Esther character.
Kager, I'm wondering your opinion on this because you and John can chime in here as you always do. Is it just me, or did they make it in the first one and in this newer one here? Did they make it seem like she only killed people because the man would not have sex with her? And to me, that seems like it kind of is a chauvinistic part of the storyline to only say that she kills people because the dudes won't sleep with her. I don't know if I'm getting this wrong, or if I am, please tell me, because I would love to know if I'm wrong.
Well, she also killed people that were in her way. So she killed the people that worked at the facility, and she killed anyone that was going to blow her cover. So,
well, yeah, but the main
that was mean to her or that she didn't like
that poor brainwashed camera guy from the first scene who handed her those ties that she put around her neck and wrists. Like she just killed him, but I guess he wanted some sex or something. I don't know, but
but he was a creeper. He decided to go. He was told not to go because he was interested in. She thought she was a kid.
Oh, he did think she was a kid?
Yeah. I think
how do we know that? Like they should have detailed files on the fact that she's like 31.
I don't know.
So, but she killed him beautifully. Like she really did. She bashed that head right in there.
See, that's what I'm saying. There was no buildup. It just went immediately to slasher. So he said there were some crib notes in the DVD, and her past is tragic. So what's her past? I'd like to know, because they didn't tell us. They only gave us the little tidbit that she had actually done this to a family in Estonia, and the same thing. She burned down the house.
I would love to see her slaughter the original family. Just give me that movie.
Yeah, exactly. Kager, that guy was a Peter Philly, and Esther used that to prey upon him. He deserved to go. And honestly, the whole family except for the dad decided to go because they're all killers.
I loved at the end of the movie where they were on the roof and he took hold of her face and
came out.
Her teeth came out, and he was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And it was like, and she was like,
"That's never a good thing."
He said, "Oh, you freak, and you're a monster." And she pushed him, and then she was like, "What was his damn name again?" What was his name again?
Who, the actor or the
character?
The character's name was Alan. The actor is Rossif Sutherland.
And she was like, she called out for Alan. She said, "Let me back up so this will have full effect." Alan!
I have doubt.
And I'm just like, you pushed him off the roof and you're calling out his name. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense at all. And I see they're wearing platform shoes here. But I also, but I heard in this behind the scenes thing that there were 2 other actresses that were younger that played her in this movie. For what? For what did they do?
No, they were body doubles for the scenes where they showed her like running from behind, so she looked smaller, and for the action scenes, maybe body or stunt doubles, body doubles, so that like if she wasn't, they didn't have the camera on her face, they had it from behind, it would look like they were much younger.
Okay.
So,
but
yeah.
I thought, and I told Larice this earlier, that I assumed that it was going to be
trying to find. Go ahead. I'm trying to find the proper reaction to this.
And of course, I'll censor my language here. But I thought it was going to be like the brother killed the sister over like a Peter Philly thing. And that, because that's what I thought. That's what I genuinely believed happened. Because later you find out that he intentionally killed her. It wasn't an accident. So I was like, oh my God, could it have been that thing? You know, I mean,
yeah.
And being the fact that the character is just an absolute monster, you can't put anything past these people.
No. Here, I got one. Oh, no, I can't share this. I guess I already shared too many videos, apparently. Not letting me share anymore.
You can't share anymore?
No, it's like, no, you've done too many.
YouTube or StreamYard?
StreamYard. Like, no. Yeah, both the mother, well, they're both murderers. The mother and the brother were sociopaths. They're murderers. Because the mom killed the detective. That's when the big twist came, and we all said, oh, crap, they're horrible people, too. But the thing is, everything that happened after that, God, see, you didn't have a moment like this in the new film, and this was just, it was just a masterpiece. I can't even, I mean, I don't know if I go that far, but that just is just, that visual, that you have this 30-year-old totally having a meltdown. And you don't have a moment like that. We did have the moment like, oh crap, they're all crazy. They're all horrible people. The mom shot the detective, and then she was covering for the son who literally killed her daughter. So they knew the whole time that wasn't her daughter.
I was telling Larice and Walt earlier when he was in here that it would have made more sense. You know, she obviously wants to belong. She wants to be somewhere she belongs, but she wants to take out the mother figure and just consume the family. But instead of doing that, she should start a family of her own, because as we've seen in this movie, she did mature. She did go through puberty, because what does she have to take down? So, you know, she did go through puberty. So why not move to America and reinvent yourself as Esther?
Because she's not right in the head. She's got problems. And also she wants a family that's already established, and she just wants to go in and make it hers.
But that's not how reality works. So sorry.
She's not in touch with reality. Okay, I forget what happened. I had these other things sitting in the queue that were already video files. So that's why it wouldn't let me put any new ones on.
Okay, so we're not banned. Okay.
No. It was just told me that I had too many at once. It's like you've used your maximum amount of videos. But now I can't remember which one I was going to put in reaction to it. Can't remember. I can't find it now. I had one. Oh, this one.
Clownery. The clown comes back to bite. See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. See, when you do clownery.
Yep. Clown comes back to bite.
Oh.
You like the Julia Stiles villain. That's cool. Ew, gross. What he said.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna read that out loud.
Yeah, don't. Yuck. That's very icky.
Well,
there's a whole ick factor there.
Well, you know, Kegger, that brings me back to my earlier point They make her seem like she's a sociopath that only is killing because she wants to get laid. Okay, but if you want to get laid, why not just admit to the world that you're not really a little girl, and just say, hey, I'm a 31-year-old, and like unwrap yourself and go out for a normal life. Like, do that thing, and maybe
she's not normal. She was a grifter, I think, before all this, right? She was a con person.
Yeah.
She's been doing this whole little girl life. She's been using the little girl act to get things.
I mean, so how do you? Well, of course you're not going to get laid because everybody thinks you're a little girl.
That is not necessarily a true statement, because unfortunately there are creeps.
Yes, there are creeps. Yes, and those creeps.
Eventually, she will find a family that's okay with that, and it's disgusting.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
People would perceive her as a proverbial freak. Yeah, like
unfortunately, I thought John from the first movie was a pedophile. When I first watched the original Orphan movie.
No, he definitely wasn't. He didn't realize. He thought she was an innocent daughter, but when he found out that that was awkward. Yeah, she just wants to be mommy and daddy's little girl, but she wants the perks. That's just she's just a sicko. I don't know how else to say. She's a sick puppy. And the whole thing with the teeth is just and also she doesn't just kill that. She kills anyone that gets in her way. Like you said, she killed the guy that was working at the facility, and then she killed the new woman that she got in her car and drove.
What was that anything that itsy thing that she would say, which would make that fucking psycho go nuts?
What?
And kill that guard. That itsy thing that she said. She said Itsy wants some candy, and then she went nuts and killed the guard, and that's how she got out of there. That's how she left.
Yeah.
And before she left, she turned around and said Itsy again, and then threw the candy at the woman.
I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with Estonia.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Kager, no.
Oh, no. So, Kager, you also said that's total crap how she took a stroll through the burning house and wasn't coughing. What? There was a moment where she was like Chucky, right? So, like, they threw her to the bottom of the steps and she fell, right? And you thought she died. But then, like, the camera went away and it was showing, I think it was Julia Stiles. And then it went back and she went and looked down and she was gone. It was like Chucky. It was exactly like a Chucky moment. Like, you go, you look, she's gone. Where is she? That means she survived that fall. And then that's what she told the brother, what's his name? Gunner, to go kill him. I'm like, he's gonna kill your son. She's gonna kill your son. I knew she should go take care of her.
And then when she kills him, the mom's like, what have you done? And I'm like, you sent her to kill. I mean, you sent him to kill her. So what do you expect?
Yeah, it was really dumb.
If someone comes to kill me, I'm not just gonna lay down and go, here you go.
Yeah. Here, I got a soundbite for that one.
Instead of mailing everyone my vacation photos, I'm saving a ton of time by posting them to my wall.
I got the wrong one.
I like that one. It's so quick. It's just like
I got the wrong one.
15%.
Don't make me show you the demon sex thing.
Not half the time. I unfriend you. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
That's what I meant to get. Just that's not how it works. I have to trim that one down. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. That was a song. He took him. There were massive dumps happening in what?
Come here.
So they're massive dumps.
Shut your stupid ass up.
Massive dumps. That's what it sounded like.
Massive dumps taken.
What's her backstory? What's her backstory then? I'd like to know what's on the DVD that we didn't get. Because they should have put it in the movie, would have given a lot more context to why she's so. Because we talked about this earlier. We basically said they could have really done a developing story from when Justin's leaving.
I know.
Justin
I'm not yet.
Oh, they could have done like the whole childhood. Like they could have done a build up to it again, but they didn't. Right?
Actually, I'm checking something here real quick.
There's like a whole 30 years. There's a whole 30 years before we got to meet her. She was already a killer when she's and there was a whole other family she killed when she was in this mental facility in Estonia.
Okay,
so
I'm gonna play something real quick off Paramount Plus app in the extras thing, so you can hear it. I'm gonna put it up on my HomePod real quick, if you don't mind, of course.
Yeah, no, I don't mind.
Okay, let me connect my HomePod so you can hear it better.
What are we hearing?
What now?
What are we hearing?
Oh, it's the behind the scenes thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let me go back to the Paramount.
Are we getting in trouble for this?
I don't think so. It's on YouTube, so. And
yeah,
plus, I put stuff on YouTube for you before, so I don't think that we'll get in trouble. It's not long enough for us to get. It's not long enough for us to get in trouble. I promise.
Okay.
All right. Let's play.
They wanted to put her backstory in the movie, but it was pretty heavy, and they didn't want to offend the wrong party. Oh, come on! Then make it less heavy.
Orphan's First Kill is a prequel to Orphan and takes us through the iconic character Esther and how she made it to America and her first experience in this country.
What is your name?
My name is Esther. When I first found out that I would be coming back for Price's role, I felt physically terrified afterwards. Even though it's fake, right? Your body doesn't know that. And so there's something really cool about walking off the set and being like, oh my gosh.
I love the sound effects.
Page turner, and I couldn't put the script down.
Oh, you like the sound effect?
I cannot wait to.
I'm such a fan of the first Orphan. It's such a great movie, but it has such a great twist. So you didn't even really get to know who she really was. Since by the time you found out that she was an adult, then the movie's over. And so I think a good prequel allows you to go back and really get to understand a character that you fell in love with.
Esther's behavior has been so erratic since she got back.
I was fortunate enough to come up with the story for the original, and David Leslie Johnson, who wrote the screenplay, and I actually collaborated on the story for this one. I think the magic trick of Isabel being a 9-year-old girl is going to be so fun to see come alive, and I think everybody's up for the challenge.
When I played Esther originally, I was 10 years old, and I'm 23 now. So even on set, the way that we were mapping things out on how to make me look like a kid. And a lot of that actually really came from the wonderful young actress doubles that I had who played basically my body. This is gonna be cool. We got all 3 Esthers working on this one. My favorite part was honestly doing this with you guys. It was so cool.
The character of Esther is so multifaceted. She's a woman, she's a child, she's a villain, she's a victim. We have this ticking bomb in her, and we're just waiting for when it's going to go off now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was it. Okay,
Yeah,
that was making me though.
That was what?
I want a movie on her backstory.
Well, I can't give you that. I'm not the directors and writers and producers.
They'd have to get a younger person to actually play her. You have to do or maybe a couple of them. But
I don't, there's not a lot of younger child actors that can focus enough to do that sort of thing.
Well, she did when she was younger, so they're out there.
Yeah, but she was one of the rare ones, though.
Yeah, you could find them. Audition enough people, you can find the right one. But you also are going to have a transition period. So as she gets older, if you do like when she was younger, when she was like less than 10, like maybe 7, something tragic happens. Maybe later we see her again when she's like 13 or 14. And then we see her in her 20s. So yes, I want to know about her background. That's what I want to know. Because all we have is that she was in the place in Estonia. Sarn or whatever.
Sarn Institute, yes.
Sarn Institute. And they informed Kate, right? Vera Farmiga's character, that she had murdered a family and burned down their house when she couldn't get the attention of the father. Give me a minute. Okay. I'll give you a minute.
Where are you headed?
He's going to figure out what going to find the background.
Oh, okay.
The background, trying to find some other type of clip that might interest you guys. I can find you more of Walt being ridiculous if you like. I have this one.
I'm not wearing underwear today.
That was Walt.
I don't wear underwear to bed either, so.
No, it was I'm not wearing underwear today. Not to bed. Today.
I don't wear underwear to bed.
I'm wearing underwear today. I'm not wearing.
Okay.
Walt is funny.
It's from Avenue Q. It's a song. It's a song they sing in Avenue Q. It's funny. It's the whole song. Guy sings about how he's not wearing underwear. That is Goosebumps.
And I have another one here. And this other one here.
A lot of those, like little Halloween laughing people.
And this one too, right? I have this one.
That's a bit demented. Yeah, that's pretty demented. Oh, I got one. I got one here. I got another Walt one for you.
Oh, good.
Hey! Brick, where'd you go?
Brick!
Skidder!
That was in Vancouver.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's a little, you can go. That was the alien train ride. Do I have a video of the alien train ride? I thought I made like a shorter video of it. Like there's a whole video on my channel of it, but I thought I made like a shorter video for TikTok or YouTube. I got to upload it to YouTube actually, because it was on like my old TikTok. I'm trying to see if I can find it out there. I don't think I have it.
Ooh,
I have the Superman photobomb. I have him dressed up as Superman and photobombing people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but this was like pre-pandemic. Just like so.
Oh my goodness.
I love New York.
Oh, that video? Hey, no, where you from? Hey, no, woo!
Oh my god. When was this?
It was like probably 2018. It's like a few years ago. When McDonald's was gone. People thought it was funny.
Was anyone not receptive to it?
No, most people were like, "What?" It was super loud.
Oh my god. I love that. Where is Kager you? He said give me a minute. Where is he?
I don't know. Yeah. That was fun. So you guys got
that
treated.
was 2018.
Yeah, it was a while back.
See, when did I join the evil group? Because that's how I met you. I got in through the stand group first, and then Anna introduced me to evil because I knew about the show, but I didn't know about the group. And then,
I remember when I was in Nosferatu and I was in Castle Rock, and she was like, "We have a new show, Evil," and then I got overwhelmed. We had like way too many groups. I was in too many groups for a while, or moderating too many groups. So I didn't know what to do. I was like, "Oh my god, I can't keep up with all these groups." So
she definitely is doing a lot.
And then yeah, now all we have is Evil because all the other shows like were canceled. So it's like, what are we gonna do now that there's no Evil?
I've got Star Trek and I've got Evil, but neither of those things are on the air, so we're not particularly busy right now.
Yeah.
So. Oh, and you know that the rules specifically state that if we decline your post, don't ask us why we declined your post.
Yeah. Well,
so
nobody here is usually a problem, but
some schmuck the other day did ask me why I declined his post, and I did not answer him. I suspended him, and I cited the rule that he's not supposed to ask us why.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's for a reason, buddy. So it was one of the dudes complaining about Kristen.
Yeah, after a while it's just repetitive. It's like, come on.
Well, my House of Dragons sexy show has dropped finally, and I cannot wait to watch it.
Yeah, he's got to tell us the background about Esther. Sorry, Lena.
Oh, he's here.
And then we can wrap it because it's late and I got to go to bed, and you got to watch your show.
Oh, what time is it? Oh, it's midnight where you are. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's midnight where we are. Oh, I got something funny. I got behind the scenes X-Files.
Well, hurry up, Kagan. We're getting tired here, buddy.
I have David Duchovny laughing at a duck.
Good. You're set.
He's just like, there's a duck.
Would you say that X-Files is your all-time favorite show?
It used to be. It used to be.
Why? Why would you say that it was?
Because I loved it. But then people in this fandom ruined it for me.
I really hope there's boobs in this House of Dragons show.
I'm sure there will be.
Yes, I really hope there is. It's set 200 years before Game of Thrones.
Oh, wow.
I'm so ready to watch it. I was like they already had 2 other prequels get delayed because of COVID restriction and all that stuff. But now that stuff is lifted, they're waiting to see how this one does before they start up the other 2.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. I got us like singing.
You won't have a lot of fun, don't you?
Not all the time, but yeah, I'm gonna take this out because I don't want to get copyright claimed.
How would that be a copyright claim?
Because the song playing in the background is copywritten. It's the Aha song, "Take on Me." They'll be like, "Oh no, we heard part of Aha, Take on Me. You're trying to get it, or whatever." I'm like, "Oh no.
You won't seem like you have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Here's another public stunt. Oh no, I can't.
He got it. Esther Coleman's real name. Became a serial killer by stalking the adoptive families she had. Oh, okay. It was what?
Okay, so she was actually a victim of abuse, of SA abuse.
Oh, well, that is depressing. Where did you get your facts, buddy? I have to ask.
From the DVD extras.
Oh, what? It's not even out on DVD yet. Oh, the original. The original or the new one? The new one's not even out on DVD yet.
Maybe he's talking about the original.
They should have given it to us, or at least like put it on Paramount Plus so that we could see it. I mean,
they could have done that. They could have definitely done that. They could have shown it without, you could do it in a way where it's not where it's implied. You don't have to.
It's like the deleted scenes of Evil. They don't put them on Paramount Plus like they should. They just put them on Twitter, and I'm like, people aren't gonna see this shit.
Yeah, no, we need to know these things.
And why are you deleting so many scenes anyway? Because you're a streaming show. You don't need to worry about time constraints anymore. Oh, the original DVD limited edition. Okay, buddy, I see you.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
All right, look at him. Got the limited edition. Yeah.
I think they could have worked it in, but.
So yeah, I mean that can compromise your psyche. Being a victim of SA can do that to somebody.
Yeah. See, that would have been a more fully fleshing out this character, right?
Yeah.
That would put everything, give better perspective and context to building up, becoming what she became.
And I assume she killed her father.
Well, sometimes people like that still fear the person, so you never know. But it's possible.
Well, if she didn't kill him, that's stupid.
Yeah.
All right.
That totally would have been fun to watch, though.
Oh yeah, her murdering her dad. Yeah, I would have been here for it.
That would have been cool, especially if he was that. Lena thought that was an act of love, misconstrued as a relationship, but okay. All right.
Okay, all right. We don't need to say that. Okay.
Okay. Wow, that's gross. Atrocious. You're right. That's definitely atrocious. That's vile, sickening. Trying to think of repulsive.
Well, how many overall people have we had tonight, Louise?
You told me it was harsh. I know, but it's good to know. How many people? Oh, I don't know. Not like evil. I hope nobody plays our replay because we went way off topic for a while.
Okay, well, we will be back next week. What are we covering next week, Larice?
What's the date? The date is 29th.
I don't have a. I was about
Oh,
to say,
you know what? Next week, I might. Oh, the next week, I think I might have to take off next week because I am going. That day, I'm on the road. We're going away down to Maryland and then down to Virginia. So next week we're skipping, but the week after. Yeah, next week we're skipping.
We will be back.
Maybe we'll do another night. Like maybe later this week we can do something fun.
Yes, yes, of course.
We're gonna have to watch the whole thing.
Yes, we will be. We will not be back next week, but we will be back the following week. So join us on the 29th?
The 5th.
The 5th, yes. I'm sorry.
But you know what?
I'm terrible.
You know what? If we do that, we can do The Devil in Ohio because that's going to be released on the 2nd. So if we do the 5th.
Ooh, okay. Let's do the 5th and let's do the Devil in Ohio thing.
And then Sandman, we might be able to do Sandman. Well, it's gonna be cramming if we do it later this week. But we'll do it. We'll do that eventually. It's on my list to watch. I think both of us watch it.
Yeah, because we don't want to over cram ourselves.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of cramming. It's so nice. Evil was like a week-to-week thing, so it was like, oh, we do one episode and then we do another one.
You know, I've been saying that Netflix does this airing once. The dropping on Wednesday. It would be nice if Paramount Plus and Apple TV Plus and all the other streaming services had a subscription packages and an add-on that allowed you to watch all of the. Yes, it would be wonderful. Oh my God.
I think they would probably be like, well, people will subscribe just to watch the series and then unsubscribe. I think that's what they're afraid of.
But no, because once you add that add-on, you void your refund. There won't be any refund if you add on the add-on. So.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that would not be bad. I would do that. I pay extra.
Yeah, I would do that too. To get Star Trek Discovery all at one time, I would kill for that.
But it's hard, like I said, it's hard to do live stream chats if you have everything at once because it's like, whoa, we don't have it in advance, so we're not prepared. So we got to watch all of it, and then if we're going to do one episode at a time, it's like each stream is an episode, so that won't work out. You have to do the whole season.
But these reviewers, like the Ready Room for Star Trek, for the Will Wheaton thing, he has access to it all at once. He can watch the whole damn thing at one time.
Right, because that's Will Wheaton.
Yeah, but I'm like, how is that? I'm like, how is that fair to everybody else though? This schmuck has seen it all, but we've only seen one episode.
Because he's part of Star Trek. He can do whatever he wants.
I don't like that.
Maybe
Maurice.
If we had more people on here watching us, we'd be able to call and be like, "Hey, give us a screener," but we need to build that up first. Be like,
okay, well,
the cat is get off my camera, cat. Jerry, no, we're not walking on cameras. Sorry.
Calling all Star Trek fans. Mobilize. We need this. We need the screener. We need the screeners.
Oh, just keep building stuff up. Oh, Kangaroo was not going to pay for that, so.
Oh, I would. I paid to get all this House of Dragons booby shots at once.
Well, you can just fast forward to the booby shots and ask when they are. Just like read people's tweets and say, "Hey, this is when the booby shots are." So
there was a series about a year ago, and it was on Hulu. It wasn't a Hulu original, but it was on streaming on Hulu a day after. I forget what network it was on. I think it was on Stars.
Yeah.
Before my sister had the add-on or whatever.
Okay.
And so the critics said, "Oh, there's a bunch of sex in the show. This is not for kids. This is strictly for adults. Yada yada yada." And it had one of my all-time favorite actresses in it. So I was like, "Yes." And then I watched 5 episodes. Nothing. Not even a glimmer of skin. So I'm like,
wow.
"What the hell?"
So they were just freaking out for no reason.
Yeah, they were making us think that something was in there that it wasn't, and I was pissed.
They tricked you.
Yeah, they tricked me. I wasted a lot of my time on that show.
Damn.
And it wasn't even that good.
You know what? Serves you right.
I really hope no one watches this stream.
This stream has gone way down to the gutter. We had dumps in Michigan and Pennsylvania.
And flushing toilets 10 times to 15 times.
Here, I got something to play. Wait, where'd it go? It's not here. It's not playing. Oh, well.
I flushed it.
Oh, wait. Here we go.
Bang head here.
And man, now they're both, yeah. Here you go. You guys are great, but this is going to be the end of our night.
Yes, John W., we will be doing Sandman eventually. We will be taking next week off because Larisse is traveling. But we will cover, yes, we are doing Sandman again, like I said. I think the comments are a little delayed here because John W. is like blowing us up. But yes, we will be doing Sandman. So just be patient with us, John W., and we will see you not next week, but the following week. Come back and join us for other stuff.
Yeah, we might. You know what? I'm thinking we might do an impromptu stream maybe later this week if I have time, but I don't know what it's going to be about. I think we'll do something where we watch stupid clips like this and just comment and laugh about it because I can't. Like, there's a whole bunch of stupid sci-fi clips that I'd like to just show. Not sci-fi, but stupid paranormal clips that we can react to. If you guys will join us on that. I don't know what it'll be.
Guys, we thank you for joining us.
Still going.
Oh my God. Thank you for joining us tonight, Larisse and I, and all thank you for your participation in our stream.
This guy too.
Don't take any.
Oh,
and then they did dumps. They call them dumps, big massive dumps.
Don't take any big massive dumps tonight, guys. Just keep it small.
All right, we'll see you guys soon.
All right, bye, guys.